Hello and welcome to Boarding Party's Pokemon DnD campaign. Featuring Bentley Woods, CJ, Phoebe Wilheim, Milo Reuter, and D. Blackwater. I'm Drew, the Game Master for the Lyris region. While CJ and D engage in the battle stadium, their friends check out Fola's contest scene and sneak in some training. Bringing it back in, hello everyone. Welcome back, Boarding Party, D&D, session 87. It's not 88 yet, it's 87. Session 87. Last time we left you guys off, your secret hometown heroes. Known only by the Amber Crab.
The Amber Crab.
The Amber Crabs.
Crab 5.
The Amber Crabs.
It's just a
The Amber
picture,
Crab
and
5.
Our symbol, our logo can be that destroyed Krabby.
Or Nipsey.
Like completely ruined one.
Yeah,
The Amber Crabs.
Viscera, like completely violent.
I like it. The Amber
But I
Crabs.
spent all the money on these jerseys.
Get them redone.
Just throw them in the trash.
Okay. All right. But yeah, we left you guys off. Milo and Monty having conquered an old nemesis, aka Toby and Tornado. Monty getting a pretty sizable tune-up for his efforts, and a little bit of battle stadium stuff went down. Biohazard, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's go.
As Crash is being grappled, you see this guy. What do?
Biohazard will kind of use the mud and sand around him to grow in length and kind of just elongate, grab the pincer by the horns, and then just shove mud and goo into his snout until he can't breathe anymore.
All right. You watch as he's gasping for breath. You just start pouring sludge and mud into his gullet. You see the crowd just go, yeah! They go, Grimer, Grimer, Grimer. The Emolga, wham! Flies about 30 feet back and up in the air, and then is right back down on top of you with this teeny tiny little fist for a thunder punch. It's a crit.
Well, Crash might die.
It's a crit.
They can't die here, which is good.
Yeah, thankfully you can't be killed.
If this was in the wild, Crash could die
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
So you're taking 16 minimum.
Crash is out.
So 16 plus 9 is 25 and you're weak to it. So you take 50 points of damage from the Emolga as it flies down at lightning speeds and just punches right in the back of your head. Crash, you just out like a light.
Good luck.
And there's this
Thanks,
massive
buddy.
crack of thunder as everyone goes, Emolga! And you watch as it just seems reinvigorated. It's like, yes, feed me. Chicky baby, how do you want to do this?
Let's go!
She's gonna grab the Staryu and kind of shake it around and just do like a little lasso thing and then just whip it and it'll like spin around and then just go into a wall somewhere.
4 points of poison and 8 points of force.
So 12,
Yeah.
putting it to 90. Star, how do you want to do this?
She's just gonna drill.
So we're gonna pick up a little bit after the battle stadium. You guys have been walking around in Fola. I'll say the three of you have approximately 2 hours of downtime if there's anything you'd like to accomplish. Or we can just skip right to the regrouping. It matters not to me.
I would have just liked to train my birds for a little bit.
Okay.
That's it.
Do a little bit of training.
Some speed. I want to try to do the thing with Eunice again to
Okay.
have them get used to flying in.
Storm,
Snow.
inclement weather.
Yes.
Okay.
In case that happens again, you never know.
You
Then
never
we can
know.
At least fly
It
in
could
snow.
happen anytime.
Yeah.
Okay. So for whoever's out, just we'll say for flavor, give me a constitution check as they're flying in some inclement weather from Eunice.
Okay.
Start things off right with a good roll.
Let's do these three. Wee.
Aye. Hi.
Pretty bad.
Oh no.
Wingle did pretty good though.
Okay. Well,
with a
Wingle's
13.
used to stormy weather.
And then
Mostly at sea.
3 for Monty and Fletchling.
Oy! Yeah, Fletchling is very unused to flying in snow.
Yeah, that's fair.
On
Being
account
alive.
of this is its first encounter with snow. So it's not so much that it's having difficulty flying. It mostly just lands because it's cold and then hops around and pecks at the snowflakes.
So it's still snowing?
No, Eunice is capable
Oh,
of
got it.
He's doing some
Got it.
icy winds, etc.
Understood.
Things of that nature. Monty, you're like, bro, it just warmed up. I don't want to do this again. But you do try. It's just, you're also pretty tired from, fighting tornado.
That's fair.
So it could have gone better, but Wingle has a great time. Flying out there, they're like, it's just cold rain, dude. Who cares?
It's a good. I like that outlook.
I'm going in, man. Woo! He spins like a helicopter to fly, so he just blows it all away. I played Sword and Shield. That's how Wingle gets around. They just go like this.
Is it?
Arms out, and they
No.
spin really fast because it's glitching, because they're slightly too far away.
I was
from it.
picturing like bent at a 90-degree angle and then just.
But then they would get tied up, and then their little arms would be like pretzels. That's no good. That's all bad. Okay, so that's what Milo's up to. Phoebe, Bentley, y'all got anything to tackle? Anything to handle?
No.
Bentley would like to go and check out the contest hall, just kind of like get the lay of the land and kind of maybe see if you can either watch a contest or get an idea of how those work, kind of, compared to battles. So I would say Bentley's historical knowledge of Pokemon is like 98% battles, 2% biology, not contests. So
Okay.
wants to try and learn up on what could potentially be another avenue of competition.
Okay. Let me pop into the other tab with people's names and where
That's how
they
you know you
are.
done good. You make the DM open new tabs.
All right. My good dude.
Chop.
As you head towards the contest hall,
Yes.
you see several individuals kind of lining up, clamoring to get on board with the next row of contests. They are starting tomorrow, but signups are open. So you are more than welcome to join them in signing, if you would so choose. However, you do see a young lady, seems to be running things. She's got a clipboard walking down, seems to be marking down folks who would like to enter and their Pokemon acts. You see all manner of clusters of individuals, young and old, with teams ranging from 1 Pokemon to 3. There seems to be no limit as to what you can enter in terms of like species, but the act must be safe for viewing. So you can't just use like a Camerupton,
Lame.
lava plume.
That was my whole
the
plan,
audience.
was just
Yes.
killing people. Can I see
Jinkies.
like who these trainers are, kind of like what they look like? Do they look like normal trainers, or do they look more like foofy? Like they're all dressed up, and what kind of Pokemon do they have?
They have a very like Westminster dog show look to them. They are wearing their Sunday best, so to speak. They are all gussied up, and you see all manner of Pokemon. There's no like through line of like this is the contest Pokemon to bring. Notable standouts are a large manta ray-like creature, just sort of gently flapping its large wings behind a young girl. You do see someone does have a Machop and 2 Voltorbs. Seem to be some sort of juggling act. Who knows?
Interesting.
And that one is led by some sort of gestured individual. And as we pop down a little bit further on the list, so I can give you some more examples, you see someone that looks like they work at the Fola City Gym. No one familiar to you, but it's a young lady. She's got a large purple sludge monster behind her, similar to Biohazard, but much larger in scope. And alongside that is a Mankey. And you're like, huh? A bit struggling as to how those two might work together, but
Forms
who
of
knows?
like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's Clayface.
Mankey is a sculptor.
Watch that.
It's like
Trim the fat.
Pictionary where you get like hot dog and he just has to mold it into that.
Yeah.
Yay!
Good.
What is that? It's just a log.
Hot dog, vlog, a snake. Yes. It's all of these things and more.
So Bentley wants to go up to the woman who seems to be doing the sign up and just kind of pick her brain. Hello.
Hi.
My name's Bentley. I'm just kind of curious how all of this works. I've never done a contest before. Don't really know.
Oh, well, if you're interested, I can sign you right up.
Sure. I guess. Could you give me maybe a Cliff Notes version of kind of how these work? And
Sure. Yeah, you...
I'm more into battles, so I kind of need a little bit of guidance here. But
I see.
and I don't know if this contest is tomorrow, right?
This one is, yeah.
Okay.
We're getting back into the swing of things. We got some more repairs to do on the roof, but they should be done by tomorrow. We're hoping to get back to 2 contests a week.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so if I do sign up and something comes up and I'm not able to make it, is that all right?
Oh yeah, we have far more trainers that are interested in getting in than we have space for, so that's totally fine.
Right, okay. Well, then, yeah, you can put my name down, Bentley.
Okay, excellent. And who will you be bringing with you? You can bring up to 3 Pokemon. And what is the purpose of your act?
I will be bringing my Squirtle
Okay,
and my Seal,
okay.
and the act will be Rainy Days in Fola.
Okay. Sounds good. So we'll get you into costuming later today, and we'll get you fitted for whatever you need. There will be a small fee, of course, but
All right.
we should be ready to see this Rainy Days in Fola.
Right, so okay. I guess I'll just wing it then.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent work. All right, well, Mr. Bentley, we look forward to seeing Rainy Days in Fola.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to it too.
Great.
All right. She just kind of jots your name down on a clipboard and moves right on along.
I'm gonna try and find like a brochure.
Okay. All right. You do.
Seemed like she was kind of looking to hit a quota for her work.
Well, most of the folks in the line are like,
Yeah.
"Pick me, pick me!"
Like ready to go.
But you had the gall to just walk up, so
Yeah.
you're in.
Okay.
You're in. That's what they're looking for. They're
Yeah.
looking for that kind of gumption.
Uh-huh.
Somebody who really wants it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
What he's doing.
You do find a brochure of sorts. It's more of a sort of a rules pamphlet, if you will. It's kind of exactly what you're looking for. They're handing them out to a line of slightly less outgoing but curious trainers. The rules of the Folo City contests are as follows. Bring up to 3 Pokemon. Have a crowd safe and pleasing act that you perform with them.
Oh God.
Lowest performing act per round will be eliminated until only one remains. You must have a unique portion of your act for every round.
Like American.
There will be 4 rounds.
Hopefully I get the golden.
So you'll need
Damn.
4 unique
Ridiculous.
but related events.
So not only did I say that I had an idea, which I do not, I now need 4 ideas.
It's not too late to back out, but
No,
that's what you're signing
I'm
up
in
for.
now. I'm in too deep.
Okay. You need 4 unique but related acts that tell a story.
Uh-huh. That Jesus. Okay.
There's a story component.
Yes. You need to, in some way, have
need to
a
inspire.
coherent line of thought that people want to see more of so that you advance and they get to see more of you.
Okay.
And then when you get to the
Encore!
spelling bee,
I need you in the crowd. Hyping me up. Oh, magnificent him! He needs to go to round 2.
By enlisting 2, you will be competing against 3 other trainers that have all enlisted 2 Pokemon.
Okay. Well, great. Well, I know the rules.
The act must be safe for viewing.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yep.
If it goes badly, I'll just bring the go away.
Just spray the crowd.
Everyone just
Put it in the vent system.
You're just gonna
I'm going to
gas
save
the
you the
judges?
embarrassment. I'll gas the crowd.
Everyone just wakes up weeks later.
And you just bow, and they're like,
Potent. Jesus.
Just crop dust the crowd with fart smell. Like, oh god, get me out
"Oh,
of
you
here.
gotta run!"
It's horrible.
This part of it.
Okay. So, I guess from here on out, Bentley will get Drip and Rose out, and we'll start training and doing a powwow of this thing that he signed him and them up for that they're maybe not prepared to do. But I'll be doing that until I can meet back up with CJ and D.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'll try and come up with things.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say, in the interim time, the three of you outside the battle stadium do hear this just massive eruption of the crowd. The ground shakes for a moment. Fireworks are launched. And there's a very loud but still kind of muffled announcement over loudspeakers that's just lost in the roar of the crowd. And then people start to trickle out. And then there's a large flood of people that just leave the stadium. And in that flood are these two. As they come trotting out to you, you see a very, very tired Star. Just kind of limping. She's been wrapped up a little bit, but she's like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry her.
Yeah. Crash has a massive, just swollen black eye.
Wow.
Chicky Baby's got gashes and burns all over, but they're like, that was incredible! This Crash is like,
It's intense.
It was great. It was really cool.
Was it?
D did amazing.
No, they found out my story. They found out.
D is short for Devin. Oh, it's bleeding.
Is it?
There's bleeding happening.
What kinds of Pokemon did you guys face?
All of them.
All of them.
Every single Pokemon that's ever existed. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't
all of
remember.
them ever.
There's
You were in there that long?
one knocked out Crash. It was like a little electrical, I don't know, like squirrel.
And Emolga just suplexed Crash
Crash?
into the ground.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Fought some pincers.
Oh yeah, that happened
A
too.
Dugong, a Staryu. Star fought we also fought Venusaur
Yeah.
and Ambipom.
Yeah.
Then Star fought Dragonairs. One Dragonair, excuse me.
Did you forget them all?
And then and then Star fought a Camerupt and lost in the finals.
Wow.
Sick.
Yeah.
Was there an incident and he killed the crowd? Is that why you use that example?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's like
No,
a force
Camrup's
field.
just most recently on the mind.
Gotcha.
But
Oh.
there was a shortcut of like,
There's like a
Please
force
don't do
field
this.
around the thing, so you couldn't
Yeah.
hurt anybody.
There was-
It's pretty
Blast shield.
it's kind of like a hockey arena. There's like just massive bulletproof and glass and plastic all around, basically. Well, it
Like
needs
the
to be
net
like
to catch the pucks is.
it needs to be like explosive
Meant to catch the
resistant.
bullets.
That's
You
pretty
know,
cool.
like in hockey, they have like the glass all around.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like that, but more resistant.
You know the Squirrel Squad has guns. You got a bulletproof.
Well, I mean, to be fair, a Blastoise did with its shell first crack the glass, so
Yeah.
it got launched
Move
that
out of that
hard.
area.
There was Charizards and Blastoise.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
CJ and I were just like, what?
I thought we signed up for the middle one.
Turns out that was the middle one.
Wow. That's why you were fighting Dragonairs.
That's nuts.
Yeah, we were gonna do the big one, but they were like, "Yeah, your Pokemon aren't ready for that, and if you put them in there, they might die." So we were like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
we won't
Wow.
do that."
Yeah, max tier is
Death?
no holds barred.
Yeah,
and
they
they
just
go all out.
Go.
Did you get a glance
But
at what
death?
the like tier below that was? Would that have been a little more
That's like
manageable?
the little cup was.
Well, I mean, we
below
almost
us.
won the middle tier, so I think that's exactly where we should have been.
Oh yeah, we fucking killed it.
Okay. I was just curious if it was like Weenie Hut Jr. to like Charizards. That's a big jump, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
that's-
I mean, to
Don't
be
know.
fair, an Emolga made it into the semifinals, as did a Nose Pass. So
Weenie Hutch.
The Molga was sick though. It KO'd Crash. It was dope. I won it.
Yes, that specific one.
I've seen Rocket again.
She was
I'm
pretty
gonna
great.
steal it.
And that was crazy.
If they
though.
came up and they're like, "Hey, I'll trade you for it,"
Why? One of my Pokemon? Maybe. I might do it.
you're like, "I'll
I might
offer
do
you a
it.
Slurp, Wimpimple, and
I might do it. Here, take these guys.
3-1. You can't say no."
Hey, you have to say yes now. There's so much value in this trade.
All right. Yeah, as you guys are all standing outside, all of the screens on the outside of the battle stadium cut immediately to a post-fight interview with a quite wounded, massive, blue moth-like creature, a large red and orange camel, and a young man who is very clearly out of his depth.
What was the moth thing? The butterfly?
Masquerade.
Masquerade.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
We're here now with the winner of the most recent Intermediate Cup,
Oh, it looks
Mr. Dennis Horn, and he's just like,
Dennis Horn.
"Hi, Mom." He's like, "Dennis, you faced some incredible opponents in the arena today. What do you have to say about it?"
Wouldn't you like to know?
Weather boy.
We fought. Everybody fought really well. There was an Eevee in the last round that I was very worried about, but my buddy Camera up here, we did it. We did it. And the camera lets out this like big plume of smoke, and everybody starts coughing. Dennis, what are your plans now? I don't know.
I'm going to Disneyland!
I have no idea. I'm gonna go celebrate. All right. It's always good to see some young up-and-comers. We also have Viola Murray. You made it all the way to the semifinals. You're a small-town battler. What was it like battling alongside these greats? And you see a young woman with a battered and patched-up Emolga on her shoulder. Well, I'm very proud of this little one here. She battled her heart out. We did see her absolutely destroy a Croconaut today, and that was
Oh,
incredible.
look, they're talking about you, Stingray.
That was wild to see. Yeah. Emolga here does love turning the larger ones inside out and flipping them over.
He did only have 15 HP left, so...
Just like yelling at everyone.
Hey.
Crash is out there just beat red
I
like...
think this is a little harsh.
He's like, put me in the ball, put me in the ball, put me in the ball, put me in the ball. They're making fun of me. Put me in the ball. I don't want to be here. But the interviews continue. And eventually they do cut away and they say, and stay tuned, folks. We have the pro tier starting very shortly.
Oh.
As the screens all fade to black on the outside of the arena.
So we fought those.
That was them. It's cool.
Dang. Nice.
Tired. I'm gonna take off my sweaty helmet now.
Yeah, your massive
Walnut.
Tyranitar hat.
That's crazy. Good job there, guys.
It's a
Yeah,
hairnet.
way to go. That sounds awesome. You made it all the way to the finals. That's really cool.
Yeah, first timers. We didn't even get any sponsors, dude.
No.
I
No?
know.
Did everyone have
Bunch of
sponsors?
losers.
Maybe somebody will approach us. No. There were a couple teams, but those two, they were like
Free agents.
really good and they just did it up. Like, we got this.
I think we need to be better showmen next time. Maybe you need to like crack some Noctile energies and just like down them both like at the same time.
So both of them were like the final because it was like you two versus two people. So it was those two people were
No.
Now it got weeded down to like 1v1 because it was like based off Pokemon.
Yeah, but
you
like were they
enter
on a
two-
team together?
No,
No.
not them. There were teams of free agents that
The
were
lady
together
made
at
it to the
beginning.
semifinals, and
But
Dennis
as your
made the
Pokemon get
finals.
knocked out, some people had both their Pokemon knocked out that were on a team, so they were out. But then their team could keep going. But they're free agents, so there's no allegiance there. So. But like what happened with us, I got knocked out early, but he still had Star, so Star kept going.
Yeah. It was a
That's
good time,
awesome.
though.
Well, speaking of showmanship, I might have
Pretend to understand.
maybe signed up for a contest. I don't really know what I'm gonna do.
You maybe signed up for a contest?
Yeah, well, I went up and I asked the lady who was doing sign-ups if she could like teach me about contests, and then she kind of just said, "Oh, you want to sign up? I'll sign you up, and if you don't show up, that's fine. Just sign up." So I did. So
So you're doing a contest.
I'm
like a
gonna
youth
try. I think.
Neat.
Gonna end up at
Yeah.
a youth group.
Best of luck, my guy. Probably not as gonna be as intense as that. I wish we got a little bit of a warning before that, because I'm tired. I'm gonna go lay down.
Oh, okay.
Nap time.
I'm not
In
tired.
the street.
No, I'm over.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Center.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably do that too, just to heal everybody.
Oh yeah, we should do that as well.
As like a third of each of your teams is just completely beat down.
Yeah.
Chicky Baby's been slowly healing over time, but Crash is like cracked rib, black eye cut on the face. He's like, I lost to a squirrel. I have a lot of soul searching to do. I don't understand.
Get wrecked.
How did this happen?
Yeah. Go heal up the Biohazard and Star.
Okay. What's next on the docket, team?
Like we should head to the lab.
Are at the university? Is that where we're meeting them?
I think so. Yes.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Let's do that then.
So D, I kind of had an idea that I wanted to shoot your way.
Shoot away.
So you know how we have all of this leftover steel, all these pieces. So I don't want to impose. Like I know that you brought it because you had ideas for it, but I was thinking, I have Magikarp now, and Magikarp, from what I know, not any personal experience, like with Caterpies or something, isn't very great at battling. So I was thinking maybe we can use like little pieces of the steel and maybe reinforce Magikarp with like steel scales, like plates, kind of give it like armor,
But like, why?
make it better. Because right now it's just a fish, basically.
Is armor gonna make it better? Or is it just gonna keep it alive longer? Because it can't really do anything.
Well,
Like Crash has been wanting to eat it this whole time.
so is Riot.
Well, yeah,
That's basically why I caught Magikarp in the first place. Was Riot was like on the edge of the lake, getting ready to eat my catch.
Well, why don't you just let it eat it?
'Cause I don't want to be party to that.
Well, it's not like you did it on purpose, right? With just seizing
Well,
the moment.
if I reeled it in and just fed it to Riot, yes, I would be responsible. I don't want that on my conscience.
Right, so let's put armor on a defenseless fish.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, you do you, man.
I would argue that defenseless fish with armor is better off than defenseless fish.
Yeah, but you're polishing a turd here.
Rude. I feel like Magikarp can do great.
Okay,
Just needs
right.
a little pick me up.
I hope you're right.
I'll just, like make some chainmail and I can drape it over like the edges and then it kind of just rolls down. That way you can take it on and off a little bit easier and that way it's not embedded into his body.
All right, well, whatever you think is best. You're the
Me too.
engineer.
Whatever chainmail means.
The most savage roast of Pokemon.
Polishing a turd here. Come on, man. Trying
Why
my
don't you
best.
just let Riot eat it the way the natural order should progress?
CJ had to step
Seize
in.
the
Crash
moment.
wants to eat it, that
Ryan
armor
wants
would
to
be
eat
put
it.
on a Magikarp, but whatever. You got a plan. You're doing it.
Riot's like slows it down. Good.
He's like, great. I'll eat armor too. Whatever.
Y'all eat your fish with or without the shell.
No.
God.
D's gonna have as we're talking about this and like thinking over and is like, fish with armor, wait. And he's gonna run over to the PC and I will swap out Mute for Red Puppy.
Okay.
I'll bring Red Puppy out.
Red Puppy's out, baby! Or at least
What's the
in your party.
segue there?
Red puppy armor, duh.
Battle Dog.
I mean, if that's the idea, I'm just gonna be like, see, this is what I was talking about just now.
Well, I mean, we were talking about like fixing things, making things better. Remember when we were in Ediola and I talked to the pack leader about Red Puppy not having his color, and then he gave me, and I'll start like looking over and I'll pull out the bone fragment with like, and it has like rune carvings on it, right?
Mhm.
I was told to like crack this over him when color returned, and I don't know. See what happens. Does it look any different than what it used to? Like, is there
the like bone chip or red puppy?
Both, I guess.
Red puppy's color is restored.
Yeah.
He's back to usual vibrant red puppy. He's very excitedly just like pouncing on your feet. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah. The bone fragment looks the same. Has a rune on it that up to now this is the only place you've seen it.
Okay.
Which is kind of a curious moment for you, but other than that, it looks the same as it did when he gave it to you.
The rune is different from the other runes? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Like
the
one we haven't seen
the
before.
rune does not match the ones that you've encountered
Yeah.
pretty frequently at this point.
What is it? What's the shape? If
The
you don't mind me
shape
asking.
on this one is kind of like a star, almost,
Mm-hmm.
but it only has 4 points. But basically, it goes out and back in.
It's a square.
Or maybe an X is a better way to say it.
Okay.
It's like a pointed X, and then on each side there's a dot here and a dot here. One is black, the other one is hollow. Kind of like a yin-yang symbol.
Okay.
And then up top, there is it almost looks like a crown that's been inverted.
Okay.
So between the two of you, you may make a history check, as you two are the ones
Oh.
that have slightly more experience with this than anyone else.
Come on, Phoebe.
Claremont.
21.
It's pretty good.
Just rip it out.
I was trying to be nice and it wasn't working.
No, so you gotta be a little rough with those sometimes. Get it?
Is the history?
History, yes.
21.
Wow, look at you
Okay.
guys.
21.
Synergy.
Between the two of you, you kind of have like a detective's moment where you're like, aha! Well, if that is this, and you're kind of comparing it to your other notes and some other stuff that you've seen. Oh, I should have had you roll to see if you remembered from the History Channel, but oh well.
I forgot.
I forgot too. Anyways,
Doing what they do on
he made a roll to see what a rune was, and we were like, yeah, on the Laris region equivalent of the History Channel, you kind of remember seeing this thing. But you guys figure it out. It is a rune of rebirth,
Oh,
typically
okay.
associated with restoration of something. Something is lost and you want to bring it back. That's what you would use. Not in the literal rebirth sense. It's more like a metaphysical rebirth. You're not bringing something back from the dead, but you're restoring something to a former state.
Okay.
If you believe in that sort of thing.
So far, I'm 0 for 10 here, so.
It's impossible.
What the hell?
It's just Tylenol.
I'm gonna kind of hold it up to Red Puppy. Does he react to it in any sort of way? Like, just up to his nose?
Nothing dramatic, no. He's
Okay.
just like, bam, 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 and he's like, throw it. Come on,
This
throw it.
isn't something you throw, dude.
Come on, throw it.
Alright, let's go outside.
Okay, fine. There's more room out there to throw it. Let's go. Come on. So he like runs over to the door. He's like scratching at it. He's like, let me out.
Yeah, and I'll push it open. I'll go out towards the back, because that's where the arena was, right?
Put it on his
Okay, I just
collar
want to
or
make
something.
sure that there's no... If whatever happens, if he explodes, that's not going to kill thousands.
Oh my god.
He has no idea what's going to happen.
Okay. You take Red Puppy outside.
Yeah.
Do you have your friends with you, or is it just you?
Yeah, if they wanted to come, I'd say they can join. I'd assume these
Okay.
two would definitely go.
I mean, I
yeah.
want to see what the rune stuff is about.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not trying to hide anything. So.
Yes. D, you bring Red Puppy outside.
Okay. I'll stand.
Renewal rune in tow.
Yeah, and I'll kind of stand in the center and be like, all right, and I'll go look at Red Puppy and go, all right, sit.
Okay, make a charisma check from D.
Damn it. Not Pokemon handling?
No, just charisma.
12.
Hey.
Straight.
12?
Yeah.
Okay, you go, sit. And he's like, "Poof," and just immediately flomps down.
Oh, shit.
Feet kick out.
worked.
Very flopsy.
God. Yeah, D's just gonna. He said crack the bone over, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, D's gonna like close his eyes, hold it out, and just go. Please, oh, please, oh, please. Oh.
Okay. You hear this little, and then it sounds almost like you've cracked a firework. You hear this like fizzing sound, just, and then after a moment, there's nothing in your hands, and you look down at Red Puppy, who's still sitting, all big and flopsy, tongue hanging out,
You good? Cool. All right. I don't know what they did. Whatever. Magic stuff, stupid.
What
Does
were
he
you expecting?
physically
had
look
no
any
idea.
different?
Looks the same.
Runes are cool.
But it's gone.
Yeah, you guys, if you kept your eyes open, you would have seen him basically crack a bone,
Yeah.
and it just dissolved very quickly in his hands into a brilliant flash of light that circles around Red Puppy, and then nothing changes.
Cool trick.
What was
Okay.
it, a rune for?
Of
Rebirth.
rebirth. I don't know. He just said to do it when his color restored, so maybe it keeps him from ever losing that again. Regardless, I'm gonna hang out and just play with him.
Okay.
You know, he's been cooped up, so yeah. Just kind of hang out and chill, vibe out
All right.
until we're all ready to go, right?
I'm good.
I got nothing to do.
Got to go to the university.
Okay. Does anybody have anybody else out? Just curious.
Crash and Chicky
I
Baby.
don't think so.
Crash and Chicky Baby?
I'd have Rose and Drip out just as.
Okay.
And still have my birds from earlier.
Birdlier. All right. Couple things happen. As Red Puppy perks up, sees that everybody's getting ready to leave, he very excitedly runs up to you, D, slides in between your legs, spins back around, and he's bright blue.
Hello? And they tap him.
Fletchling, Monty, Crash, Chicky Baby. I'm going to keep it as simple as I can for myself. And Rose, Drip.
What the hell is
Drip.
happening?
Yeah, it won't be as notable a change for Drip. However, as soon as Red Puppy slides up and gets within 15 feet of Drip, it's a very important number for you from now on, Drip and Red Puppy both begin to glow. And there's this beautiful spectral tether between the two of them. And they're surrounded by this lovely orb of almost looks like a blue shield.
Sick.
What is going on here?
I'm just kind of like rub my eyes.
I want to go
Can I
and try
touch
to
it?
touch the shield thing.
Yeah, you can go right through.
Oh, okay. What's this now?
Again, it won't be as noticeable for Drip. You scan him?
Yeah.
No change on Drip. Your now blue puppy registers as fire and water type.
And she now has the ability called Elemental Queen. Which
Incorrect.
Is taken from Maya.
No, she has a similar but very different ability. You have a third move now.
Okay.
It's called Pack Bound.
Yeah.
From here on out, it will tie in directly with your ability, which is now also Pack Bound.
Okay.
And your third move is to share your ability with a Pokemon of your choice within 15 feet.
What about a person?
Has to be a Pokemon.
So I share
Good
move.
question, Tia.
Because you are giving and taking something from them.
I want to be in the pack.
I mean, what are the pack leaders?
And then my wolf pack grew by one.
Into a Pokemon. And then...
And I'll send all of this to you later so
Yeah.
that it's easier to track. But the TLDR for right now, once a day, you, aka Growlithe,
Too long,
pick
didn't I?
electric, grass, water, or ice.
Too long.
Growlithe adds this type to its fire type and gains all resistances and weaknesses associated with that type in conjunction with your fire.
Wow.
That's sick as hell.
Your bite now does an additional d6 of whatever your chosen type is
Boom.
Oh, wow. Okay.
and has an additional +1 to hit. So it should be a 4 total, I believe, depending on what you have.
For bite?
Yes.
Okay, so currently does 2d6.
Yep, so it'll do 2d6 plus 1d6 of the element.
Okay, perfect.
So 2d6 piercing, 1d6 of the element.
Okay.
You cannot remove that. That is static. So if they resist it, if it
It's
heals
just-
them, you're stuck.
Okay.
Your Ember is now +4 to hit and does 2d8 fire damage.
2d8. Wow.
Boom.
Your third move, Pack Bound. Pick a friendly creature within 15 feet of you. As long as that creature is within 15 feet of you, it shares your additional typing it can have up to 3 now.
What?
So if it's fire and grass type and you have water, it's fire, water, grass.
Oh, okay.
It has all of the resistances and weaknesses associated with that type.
Only when it's packed.
For as long as it's pack bound.
Okay.
If the chosen creature is knocked unconscious, Growlithe will suffer 2d4 psychic damage
No.
from the sundering of the pact. If, however, one of you just leaves, that ability fades and you can't use it until the next day.
Until the what?
The next day.
Oh.
So it's kind of a one
All
big
out.
fight.
Okay.
Choose wisely, stay close.
Right.
Because you have to think about it when you're moving.
Right.
That's
There's
cool.
a give and a take to it.
I dig it.
Because Red Puppy is not a pack leader. He is a member of the pack, and he can welcome someone else into it for a time.
Shanta Queen.
Yo.
But yes, for right now, Red Puppy seems to be swirling very nicely between blue and red.
Sick.
And Drip is just like... just spraying water all over the inside of this shield.
So now Drip adds a fire typing
He
to
adds
him?
water.
Oh.
They add whatever you're adding. You can't give them fire, you can give them whatever they have.
That's why you're saying that nothing really changes.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Nothing really changes for Drip. Drip right now is technically water type and water type.
Hell yeah.
He's double water. Yeah, so he's doubly
I
weak
see.
to... No, I'm just kidding. Nothing changes for Drip, but there were more water types out than anything else, so for Growlithe's first absorption, he didn't get to pick.
Water.
Neat.
Dude, he's sick.
Is it going to function like Devin gets to choose, or it's like a D6 of what's out?
No, you'll get to choose from here on out, but given that Growlithe is like, what?
Got
What's
it.
happening?
What did you do? Hey, a turtle! I'm blue now.
It would be
you
interesting if
go.
it was just random, determined by
Well,
dice.
he's no longer a red puppy.
Rainbow puppy.
It is worth noting, though, if you don't choose, Red Puppy is fire and ice type when he wakes up.
Sick.
Okay.
He defaults to fire and ice.
Yeah, he
You
does.
can choose to keep that.
You don't
or
have to
you
pick
can-
between fire
Yeah, he
or ice.
does.
No, he is always at least fire type. You can switch out the other one.
Respect
Okay.
the queen.
Does the ice have penguin poop?
No,
Yes.
your heritage.
That is the downside to it.
That's the only negative.
That's why you don't want to give it to someone,
All right.
because it would be gross. Okay, but that's Red Puppy's tune-up.
Bentley's just furiously taking notes about Red Puppy. The artist formerly known as Red Puppy.
Red puppy. It's
Like,
never
did it-
gonna change.
Get
You
a
can see on one of
animated
his
gif
little
of-
canine teeth, he has that same rune of rebirth now.
Oh.
Oh.
Look at that.
If I take it out of his mouth, does he lose his abilities?
make me your grill.
Please don't.
So you still don't believe in these runes, CJ?
No, I mean that's pretty pretty cool.
Pretty irrefutable evidence, I would say.
Well, yeah.
All right, glad we're on the same
I
page.
mean, a thing happened. He cracked a thing, and a thing happened. So let's go find other things. We'll crack them and see if they continue to work.
Bracking
Right?
runes.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Cracking things, making them work. Yep.
You can see his Drip keeps trying to run in this thing like a hamster ball, but it just moves with him. He's like...
Totally.
Or instead of cracking, we could just go ruin them.
Nice.
To the lab.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go, my dudes. Don't know what to do.
All right. Meanwhile, at the lab. All right. As the lot of you make your way over to the lab/university/library/lab. The doors are functioning again. The Porygons are quite delighted to see you, if they could show emotion. They flitter excitedly and open the doors for you. As you walk on inside, you see Diane conversing with Professor Pine. They seem to be having a lovely discussion on this, that, and the other thing as you all walk in. And a very excited Audrey immediately bursts out of Professor Cedar's door. Hi! Hi, you're back. Does this
Yeah.
mean it's time? I'm super excited, sorry.
I'm probably as ready as I'll ever be. I'll swap out my team, but are you ready?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're very excited. You're all ready for like a fight, right?
That's what we're gonna have to do, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
oh,
cool. Yeah.
If it's anything like when we brought Aerodactyl back, you better be buckled in.
Right. So
I'm
I was
ready.
thinking, Audrey.
Gonna die.
This is gonna come across strange, but hold a minute, and I'll swap my party to have Mortar and Manny,
Okay.
and I'll send out Manny.
Okay.
So Manny's shadow is a ghost, obviously, and
All right. She's like, I don't get it, but sure.
I was able to communicate with them, and they seem to think that they knew what this pile of bones was when it was alive. So I'm thinking maybe there might be a way to try the pacifist route, at least from the jump.
She gets ready to take some notes. What did they tell you? You spoke to a Pokemon? What did it tell you?
What
did it say?
So basically it
It
just
told you
said
things?
it knew what this Pokemon was.
What was
when
your
it
state of mind when this happened?
Not great, admittedly.
Did anyone else hear the Pokemon speak?
No, it was just me. It kind of only happened between me and the shadow. I realize that this is sounding more and more insane as I say it, but I just wanted to put it out there as like we have an initial option of maybe the shadow would be able to have a conversation with something that is effectively being brought back from the dead, because the shadow, at least my understanding of ghost Pokemon in general, is that they kind of have more of a connection to that side, I guess. So maybe if they're able to communicate and make sure that they know we don't mean any harm, this Pokemon maybe won't attack us right away. But if it does,
Well, we can try.
yeah, we'll be
There's
ready.
no harm in trying, scientific method and all that. Just be ready for a fight. There's a lot of energy that goes into this. We're not expecting a normal Pokemon.
Sure, yeah.
The
All right.
end result of all this, if everything goes perfectly well, should be a much more manageable version of what we're about to see. So be ready.
One of you has a daughter, right?
Diane perks up and goes, yes, I do.
Yeah, Diane, your daughter.
Yes,
What's her name again?
Sam.
Where's she?
Well, she's not here. She's currently back in Nutri.
Oh, okay. Is she good?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, fossil time. Sorry.
She's like, stay away from my daughter.
You're the daughter, right?
She good? She alone?
You got a
She
daughter,
alone in the
right?
room?
I saw her float once, so I'm curious.
Oh, that's right.
We floated together. It was a big deal.
You'll float too.
I saw her floating one time, so I was just curious if she's doing any other ghost shit or if you know anything about ghosts. Can we talk about ghosts real quick? We'll do that later.
Just dump this all on her right
All
before
right.
this.
Do some research. real
Are we
quick.
doing team swap around?
Yeah.
Swap it.
So I'll have Mortar, Manny, Rose, and
Swap us
Tallulah, the trap bench.
Oh, someone got a name.
Yes.
Bentley's ready to kill his Trapinch.
'Cause it got a name.
They got a name?
Tallulah.
Yes.
I like it. It's nice.
Tallulah.
All right. Who's interested in fighting this thing? And how many Pokemon are you sending out before it's here?
I'm always interested in fighting. How many Pokemon do we need, Diane or
Yeah,
Audrey or
how many-
whatever your name is?
If it's anything like Aerodactyl, everything you have.
Everything? That's a lot of things.
Like I
can't
said,
even
it
have
takes
that
a lot of
many.
energy to bring life back to the fossils. They're not usually very happy when they
I'll
arrive.
send out all four of mine, Mortar, Manny up front,
bring
Rose,
out
Tallulah
everybody?
out back.
Literally?
It might make sense too.
Do we get
4,
four
5.
Pokemon?
I can bring out 7.
No.
We can bring out 4 because that's what you can have out. But you could throw them out all 4 before you start if you want to. But bearing in mind, if you want to go the
I don't remember. we
diplomatic
can
route,
have four.
Yeah.
having a field full of threats is going to
I'm not
affect
gonna send
your.
anyone out right away.
Okay.
All right, then I'll have Mortar and Manny as ghost boys. Maybe able to be like, hey, we're chill. We're also like semi-dead, so we know the feel. It's chill.
What do you think this thing is?
A fossil Pokemon.
Sure.
But the Shadow had previously said that it was like would be a formidable team member to add, and that the Shadow kind of knew what it had been when it was alive.
Which was
just that it was a female thing, lizard
Thing?
dog thing.
Lizard dog?
I think that was how it was explained. I don't really remember, but the shadow seemed to think that
This isn't the turtle.
no,
Correct. It's not the
Okay,
turtle.
I thought it was the turtle.
no.
All right.
You still have that ball, right, that I made? Keep that on deck.
We got Bang and
Yep.
Crash out.
I'm gonna use. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring the entire squad. So Mute, Star, Kingpin, and Krogunk.
Like they're
Heck
all
yeah.
out.
Yeah. She said no hold bar, so I'm like, let's do this.
I don't hold bars.
Yeah.
I hit people with
I
them.
bench them now because I'm
Oh
slow
shit!
I sing them.
All right. So, anyone who is going to be out, roll initiative in advance. As you guys head on down, you can see Audrey is helping Diane. They're currently reassembling the fossil bones in what they believe will be the correct implementation of the Pokemon.
What if they're not
yeah.
correct?
Just have a leg coming
Then we're
out
going to have a monstrosity that needs to
Yeah.
be put down,
Just a Frankenstein.
put out of its misery immediately.
Aerialist.
Okay.
Teacher to
As they're setting up, Audrey will call out to you. Hey, for what it's worth, with Aerodactyl, Diane was only able to capture it after it was unconscious.
Sick.
Okay.
Every other attempt resulted in infuriating the monster, causing a whole lot of problems for us, and shattering the capture devices.
So don't
Wow,
throw a
okay.
ball until it's dead.
Got
Okay.
it.
Got it.
Again, we've only done this once.
Yeah.
We're not experts.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you are.
we're kind of the foremost authorities.
You're as close
I
as
trust
we're
you.
gonna
Ourselves.
We can do this.
I do
All right.
not.
Milo, do you have anyone out? You just chilling?
I'm gonna tap Bentley and be like, hey, if there's a point where you think that this would be helpful, just let me know.
No, but noted.
Okay. As Diane and Professor Cedar begin flipping some switches, you see lots and lots of mechanical whirring begin as lightning bolts begin to arc between these large pointed spires aimed down towards this big pile of bones. And as the lightning begins to strike it, you can see this weird gelatinous fluid begin to pour all around the base of this table as it forms back into this dark black and purple flesh. As the creature's bones begin to reanimate themselves into a large pile. I'm gonna switch the music. As it stands up to its full height of approximately 6'3",
Holy shit.
a long, swooping tail begins to smack against the back of the walls. Its head still at this point skeletal, but a tongue flits out the front of it. You can see it's dripping this nasty, caustic fluid that is immediately beginning to dissolve the table it's standing on. As the skin pours over its face and eyes begin to form in the sockets. Star, you're up first.
Oh, it's just attacking?
We're just in initiative.
Star is.
So it hasn't done anything.
Combat hasn't begun yet,
Okay.
but we are acting in initiative right now.
So yeah, D will tell Star to hold off, but she will go for a wish,
Okay.
and she will attempt to do a smite
Okay.
to just kind of power herself up.
Wish upon a star.
No,
Oh no. Okay.
14.
You wish with all your heart, but alas,
Then that's all she'll do.
no one is listening. Okay. Fittingly enough, Manny and Mortar, you're next to each other in initiative, so
Okay,
You're
so
on.
the shadow is going to slink up to this thing with Manny behind and effectively try and pacify it and say, like, I know who you are. It's okay. Try to remain calm. We're
Okay.
here to help.
give me a charisma check from the shadow.
Yep. Cocked. Yeah. A 15.
Okay. As the shadow ghosts its way across the room and begins conversing with this creature, all you can do is hope that the words are not falling upon deaf ears. Is Mortar doing anything as part of this?
Mortar will just kind of stand as like the muscle in the background, not trying to seem intimidating, but also just kind of like nodding along with what the shadow has to say. Like, yeah, also me, I was dead.
Okay.
I was dead once too.
Yeah, I know that feel, bro. We're chill.
All right. Bang.
Bang's gonna go in for a mega kick. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, I'm like, well, there's a big monster forming in front of you. That's kind of your thing.
Yeah, Bang's
my
gonna
I'm gonna
like
kick him in the head.
get hyped and kind of punch his hands together and act like he's about to go, and then I'm gonna grab him and be like, chill out, not yet. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Okay.
So he's just gonna hold his action.
All right. Immediately after is Bang. After Bang is the creature, aka
like, what?
Salazzle.
The creature's
Salazzle?
name is also Bang.
Yeah. Manny's shadow specifically.
Mm-hmm.
If you would be so kind as to throw me a Constitution saving throw. As the creature just looks down at you and drips this caustic venom all over your shadowy form.
Ow.
And rather than passing through as you're used to, it seeps all over the outside of this thing, and you can see some...
It was on a
Essence begin.
20, and then it went to 8, which is 10.
Okay.
That was such a painful roll. I don't know if anybody saw that, but
It literally sat
Yikes.
there
it
and
was
went
28. That
All
was
right.
horrible.
Shadow, you immediately take 3 points of poison damage, and you are toxic poisoned.
Oh, that's no bueno.
Alrighty.
For its attack, it's going to just kind of push aside and spew this bile all over all the mechanical equipment around it that's making a whole awful lot of noise. and it's
Good.
quite upset.
How much damage to the shadow did you say?
3 so far.
3, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys watch as this acid begins to bubble up, and you can see it's pretty similar to what constitutes biohazard. It's just sludge, but it's boiling. And it fires off towards the machine that's making the most noise and just dissolves it into ash, and it begins to work on the walls of the bunker as the thing goes out towards the lot of yous.
Oh boy.
Krogunk, as you're like,
He's like, oh boy.
oh,
Didn't seem like that did anything. D's gonna look over at like Bentley and CJ and being like, are we doing this?
I'll just give D a nod.
And I'll be like, drop kick that fool. Then he's gonna run and go for a high jump kick.
okay.
Yeah.
Get it, Krogunk.
Oh boy.
God.
Get it, buddy. Go big.
Oh, easy.
Don't miss.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Don't miss.
What the hell?
Oh.
That is going to be 17.
Hey, I get to lift the curtain. That exactly hits.
Okay.
So he leaps 10 feet in the air. Mm-hmm. And yeah, 2d12 coming in.
All right. You watch this Krogunk just goes, yeah! And then knee first comes down right as the creature's spinning and just smacks it right on the head. 4. Ooh.
Oh,
22 points.
22 damage,
Let's
baby!
Let's go.
All right. Yeah, Krogunk, as you just leap up, you actually just use the roof of the bunker to kick back down, leg first. Smack! As the creature's head slams into the ground, you see some of this caustic bile come out and just pool and start to dissolve the floor. You can see raw earth beneath.
What?
Cool.
That's not good.
Mute!
It's like,
Dissolving the building.
You're not wrong. It's worth noting in between Salazzle, Krogunk, and Mute would be CJ, Bentley, and Phoebe if you want to do anything.
We need anti-venom.
Bentley's going to send out Rose.
Okay.
D would be in there, right, with his 13 dex?
Yes, sorry.
Okay,
He's
no,
in
you're
there as
good.
well.
Everybody.
All right. As Rose hits the field and Crash gets officially added to the initiative order, we land on Mute's turn. Mute and Milo have same actions, so if you want to do anything, just let me know.
Can D actually scan it with his Pokédex?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only thing D would want to do.
Okay.
For investigation, so 16?
16?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a Pokemon that's still alive and well in faraway regions known as Alola. But has been extinct in the Laris region for as long as there's been a fossil record.
Wow.
These Pokemon have an acid that can dissolve anything.
Anything?
And it is rumored that the poison of the ancient Salazzles was incurable and immutable.
Hopefully this isn't one of those.
Take from that what you will.
We
I
all gonna
revert that to
die.
Mute. He goes. He's like, no. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, you're probably gonna have to do something, buddy. And he's gonna take the Quick Claw and just kind of try to whack it from a distance to fling it, see if what happens there.
Quark. There's a quark on the table.
Yeah, that's
It's
only gonna
roasted.
It's gonna be a 12.
12, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mutus, you bamf your way in. There's suddenly just this immense heat boiling up from the torso of this thing, and the purple streaks along its abdomen just begin to glow and bubble, and you're like, oh no.
And he goes,
oh, that's gross.
Nope, and throat chops.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Huh?
Alright, now I need
Like a
2 of the
bola?
same numbers. And then he can't spit anything out for a minute.
Get it?
4,
Come on, 4.
5. So
Oh,
9.
9?
Yeah.
Well, 9 plus 12 is 21,
Yeah.
so you guys have done some good damage in the first round. Up to 43.
Yeah.
All right, Mute, as you bring the claw around and you smack it right in the abdomen, you just pissed it off. It just goes. Crash.
Seeing as it's getting hot in here and that stuff looks like it's gonna hurt, Crash is gonna throw out some water and try to put as much water on all of the poison and acid stuff as possible.
Okay.
Make it runny.
That's
what he's gonna do.
My shoes.
Everywhere now.
That's what he's gonna do.
Now I have wet socks with venom in them. Ew.
The worst kind of wet
All right, what's
Okay.
the parts per million we can dilute it to before it's not?
We're looking for a 1 part per trillion for this to not be fatal.
Oh my god.
You need to fill the entire room, and even then,
All
you're
right.
not close.
So Crash, you begin flooding the floor with some partially lake water still.
Okay.
And Kingpin.
He's like, oh boy, and is just gonna start rearing up, and he's gonna charge straight in at the thing to knock it against the wall.
All right.
Is
gonna
that
go
the
for a heart
noise
attack.
it makes? Oh boy.
He goes, oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
swim
Mickey
in
Mouse. Why is his
Um,
name Kingpin?
Because Mickey Mouse is the kingpin of the world.
Oh shit.
Haven't you realized?
Monopoly.
Disney
Really?
owns everything.
Yeah, you're gonna get abducted by the little Toy Story aliens. They're just gonna take you away. We'll never see you again.
Does he get his the charge?
He does get his charge.
Does he get his rivalry ability? Because I mean, it's still 1-on-1, but there is still a group of people.
Yeah.
Okay. So horn attack for a 19.
19.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
So that's 2d8.
No, 19.
Plus how many feet did I go? Did I go just 10?
I'm gonna say the room itself is only like 30 square feet, so there's not a whole lot of room for you to go.
Mhm.
But yeah, you went at least 10.
Okay, so I'll do this, and then with his rivalry, another d6. Yeah.
Choke.
So 5, 8, 11, 16, 24.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. Another 24 points of damage as Kingpin just spears right on into this thing, slams it into the back wall. Some more of this caustic acid begins to just pool out everywhere. Thankfully not landing on Kingpin. But at the top of the round, all of those little poison puddles just begin to swirl and toil. Let's see, we'll make it as fair as I can. Star, Manny, Manny's Shadow. Actually, Manny's Shadow's already poisoned. Star, Manny, Mortar, Bang, Krogunk, Mute, Rose, Crash, Kingpin. That's 9.
So all of my guys.
It's a
That's
5.
pretty much
So
everybody.
Star, Manny,
It was
Mortar,
everybody.
Bang, Krogunk. Krogunk,
Okay.
you're a poison type.
He is.
You have advantage on the save.
Wow.
It's con save.
Okay.
Best case.
That's good. That's good.
16 or modified 20.
Modified 20. You're good.
Okay.
You are not toxic poisoned.
It's good. I'm assuming he, like, even though I'm poison type, he has that ability to poison types.
He does.
Okay, great.
He can poison
Anything.
Perfect. Okay. So that's the top of the round. We come back to Star.
She's like, oh boy, and she's gonna try for another smite. Nope. And she's just gonna throw a star.
Okay.
For 3 points of damage. Force damage.
Bingo bango.
That'll be it.
All right. Star slams into this thing with her namesake star. Manny, start of your turn. Your shadow. Oh, that's not bad. Takes another 3 points of poison damage. And then you have a turn. Anything that you do with the shadow is at disadvantage.
Send it to the shadow realm.
So seeing the
not
poison
the real thing, but most of this.
onto the shadow, Manny is gonna go for a bone meringue.
Okay. Get it.
That's a 23 from Manny,
Okay.
and with disadvantage from the shadow, 0. So that's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
7 damage from Manny though.
7 from Manny.
Is
Manny
it-
Manfred.
Is it super effective provided it's, I'm assuming, ground?
Bentley Woods, give me a insight check from this attack.
Okay. Natural 1.
Oh! Okay. It's a really good hit. And you're like, way to go, Manny! And then the shadow throws the bone and goes like, and just coughs up this little puddle of shadowy vomit. And you're
Nice.
like, oh.
That's
Oh.
not good. That's really
And that kind of occupies your frame of reference. Mortar.
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 Do it.
Mortar is going
Do it,
to
mortar.
close the gap and fire up a thunder punch against this thing.
Okay.
That is an 18.
18 hits.
Nice. 8 damage.
8 damage, baby! Alright. Mortar, as you fire up the diodes in your arm, some of the residual lightning from the now heavily damaged equipment sparks right into you, and you get a nice good uppercut on your foe. And then we get to, Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
CJ, if you have anything you want to do as well.
So we're just gonna fight it now, okay?
Yeah.
And Bang will go in for a nice big, normal kick.
Okay.
A regular kick.
A nice big normal
kick.
Yeah.
Not mega.
Yuck.
It's because you didn't do it with panache or flourish.
Yeah.
You just said he's going to go for a nice
It's
big...
because I stopped him when he was
normal
ready,
kick.
and I'm like, okay, go now. He's like, what?
Yeah.
the-
You threw him off his game.
Yeah, not fully paying attention.
He's like, oh, my hammy. I
11.
pulled it.
11.
I pulled a hammy. All right, Bang.
Not
You're
good.
unable to really, like, get any kind of good... Nothing doing. All right. Salazzle's turn. Salazzle?
Claremont abilities, just like crying inside.
Oh, man. Okay. Salazzle is going to attempt to land a poison on Mortar, as you're the only non-poison type that is most recently slammed in the face. So we're going to need a DC very high con save from you.
10.
All right. Mortar,
Yep.
you are now toxic poisoned.
Yep.
You take 4 points of poison damage.
Ow.
Question, Drew.
Yes.
Is that considered an attack?
It is, yeah.
So can Mute kind of step in the way and then just kind of slam him
Well-
with the fling?
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
Exactly hits.
Take a D8, fool. 5.
Wow. All right, as the poison begins to pool around Mortar and you can hear this horrible sizzling of flesh, Mute, you see your opportunity to go, that's my boy! Just slam it right in the chest again. This thing seems to be mostly just like frazzled, confused, and angry. Brings us to Krogunk.
Can he absorb poison?
Let's try
venom?
this. So for his ability Poison Touch, is that just attacks that are hitting him? Or is it also,
let me
because
check.
it says all melee attacks deal 1d4 poison damage to the attacker if they hit. So it's just to him if they hit
Yeah,
him.
if they hit him, they take 1d4 poison.
Okay.
Just get him real close. Touch me.
Yeah.
Just starts rubbing. He's like, hey.
Go away. Go away.
I don't think this is gonna work, but let's try it. Yeah, he'll go for a poison jab.
That's a video that lives rent free in my head.
Poison
Did you
jab.
charge the other one?
No.
Yeah. No, nothing doing? All right.
A charge.
Krogunk, as you jump up to punch this
a
thing,
mental
there's just
tax.
too much heat in the kitchen, and you're like, I'm gonna get out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out. Okay, at this time, Phoebe, Bentley, D,
Yes.
and Milo, if you want to do anything.
Can I see, is this venom that he's spewing everywhere, is it coming from everywhere on him?
No, it seems to be primarily coming from
His mouth?
its mouth. I should say her.
Her.
But more importantly, the poison on the ground,
Yeah.
it seems to be manipulating in some other way.
Oh,
So anytime that acid hits, it's still a threat.
okay.
It's still
not
able to
just-
move.
Is
Acid.
Crash's water doing anything?
It seems to be diluting it slightly, but not in any meaningful way.
Great.
There is an important line in the Pokedex entry. The poison is immutable.
So Bentley's gonna send out Tallulah. It's a 9.
Gotta-
Good thing CJ knows what that word means.
More water. Got it.
Got it. If I put enough water, it'll stop.
It's immutable. Okay, so we just turn it off.
So I'll drown everybody? All right.
Just fill the room.
We gotta close its mouth.
Okay, so Tallulah's coming out. Mm-hmm. Anybody else sign anybody out?
Yeah, would thinking
you.
about this, would I be able to, like, I'm assuming we're in the lab, so there's probably glass vials and stuff like that. Would I be able to take a sample of this acidic stuff, or do you think it's gonna go, or would you know it goes straight through the glass?
Good luck.
D, based on what you're seeing,
It's gonna just go straight through it, kind of thing.
it might.
How much do you like your
right.
hands?
Yeah.
I mean, I
That's
use
the
it for
real
everything.
question.
My money makers.
But yeah,
Based on
not
what you're
gonna do
seeing, it's. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. It's pretty reasonable.
Okay.
This stuff seems to be going through pretty much everything it touches.
okay, perfect.
So it might not be worth the risk. Definitely not in a fight where something could happen and you get
Correct.
startled and
Yeah,
it's for a safe lab scenario.
no worries. Yeah, then D's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't you see the lab safety videos? D.
Oh, we go take a permanent nap.
I wasn't. No.
You try to wash this poison out of your eyes. Your eyes are already
Sorry, I was
gone.
locked in my room my entire childhood.
All right. Milo's chilling. Bentley, you doing anything?
Nothing more than sending out Tallulah.
Okay, where's Tallulah at in the initiatives?
9.
A 9. 9. This may be spelled wrong, but we'll figure it out later.
Nope.
Gonna go for it.
You got it.
Okay, that lands us at mute.
Mute.
Fling.
Yeet.
Yeet out.
For a
That's
giant
gonna
cork.
miss, and then he'll go for a throat chop
Okay. Meet
Their
my
muzzle.
for a 22.
22 will hit. Hot Rover.
Dissolve it.
For 10 points of dark damage.
Ooh, 10 more points. All right. All right, gang. With that hit, Salazzle's officially bloodied.
What does that mean?
About halfway.
About halfway.
Half.
As
Okay.
Mute,
We did a
as
half.
Mute brings the
One
quick claw
half.
back
One
underneath
half.
the throat and just
Half.
slams it right here. Just Rose,
Rose is going to go for
Get
a
it.
water pulse.
get it good.
Oh, there's water on the ground, isn't there?
There's water
There's
everywhere.
water everywhere.
Poison
right.
water.
You're about to get
Poisonous
wet.
water.
That is a 22.
Venom water.
22.
Yes.
Yeah, baby, get it, Rose.
5 total damage.
Okay. Rose, as you hit the field, you're like, oh my god, honey, you are in so much pain. Let me make more. Water pulse slams right into the face. Hits pretty strong. It's a good hit. It's a good hit. We'll come to Tallulah next round. For now, Crash.
Crash.
Get 'em.
Crash, seeing as there's a lot of people around, and he normally is go in and get him.
Okay.
He's gonna just roar and try to stun this thing.
Okay.
Do it.
Give it your best shot.
Stun him.
Oh, you have to do a thing.
I'll give it a go. That is oh my god, it's a 19 on the die.
Okay. All right. Well, that was fun.
Okay.
Does it have a negative
Get outta
6 to
here.
it?
It depends what it is. I don't think it's intelligence though.
It's charisma.
Yeah, then it's a dirty 20.
Okay, so that was fun.
All
Crash
right.
just
Yeah.
made everybody's ears hurt.
Yeah, Crash, you roar in this very enclosed bunker space, and everyone's like, "Ah!"
Everyone but the target.
And the target's just so enraged, it doesn't seem to know or care. Kingpin, you're right up on this thing.
Double kick.
Pow! Pow! Pow!
Kick up.
First kick, miss. Second kick. Nah, I'm out of, that's a natural 18, so 23. So it's only do
Son of a-
I'll do a
What I gotta get through?
1 point of bludgeoning damage.
baby.
All right, another 1 point, baby.
It all adds up.
It does. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong direction. You did not heal it. You did do 1 damage. That's my bad. Top of the round. We're gonna say Star, Bang, Krogunk, Mute, Rose, Tallulah, Crash, Kingpin. Finally, it's a number that's actually a dice. 2.
Dang it.
Star, Bang. Constitution save, buddy. As the acid begins to pool around your feet. Right as CJ goes, not yet, and you take your awkward step.
Dirty 20.
All right, you splash into a puddle, the acid starts to hit you, and you go, ah! And you just burn it away.
Nice.
You're not poisoned. It's Star's turn. I need more coffee today, man, I tell you.
What's
The
happening?
neurons are firing in the wrong direction.
She will go for a wish onto Shadow,
Okay.
and who else is hurt?
Mortar.
Bentley's
Mortar?
pride.
Okay, so
Oh.
Shadow and Mortar.
It's Bentley's pride.
No, she's not pumping him out.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
She will just swift for 2 points of force damage.
Yeah, Star, you're going from the roar of the crowds,
This ain't
the
it.
general appeal and praise of your fans, to a dark, dingy room where life is on the line, and you're like, ah!
Yeah, she ain't having it. That's it though.
All right,
Not as cool.
Manny, aka Shadow, top of the round.
So can Manny go for a bond
6
rush
poison
when
damage.
there's only one target? 6.
He can, yes.
Oh boy.
6 points of poison damage to the Shadow.
Oh.
But yes, to answer your question, you may.
Okay.
You may bond
so
rush the
Manny's
same
gonna
target.
bond rush 3 times.
Get it? And Mortar's there, so
Yeah.
things apply.
So if Mortar's flanking, they're automatically crits. So do I even... Oh, I still need to roll to hit, but if I
Yes,
hit their
if
crits...
you hit, it's a crit.
Okay. That's a crit.
Hey! Yeah, you didn't need his help anyway.
That's a dirty 20,
That'll do.
and that's a 13.
Heck
Okay,
yeah.
so the first 2 hit. So
Okay.
you have 2 crits.
That's crazy.
Bond rush, baby!
Okay, so that's 15 on the first one,
Okay.
and 10 on the second, so 25 damage.
Okay. Manny, as you look to the Shadow, you're like, we don't have a lot of time. Pow, pow! Right in the Achilles on this creature.
Ow.
As it kind of keels over, goes down onto all fours, it gets nice and low.
Oh no.
Mortar! Top of the round.
Also Mortar gets a opportunity attack from Bond Rush, correct?
That is true.
So he's gonna do that and try for another Thunder Punch. That's an 18.
18 will hit.
Nice. Whoa! That's 14 damage.
14 damage.
Still up.
Oh yeah.
Ladies
then
and gentlemen, we're doing good.
He'll
getting
try
there.
for an... Oh, actually, he'll go for a Soul Siphon because
Okay.
he's taken damage.
There you go. And you're gonna take 6 more too. 6 more toxic damage.
Son of a
As
biatch.
soon as it's Mortar's
Son
turn,
of a
he
gun.
watches his flesh just begins to sizzle and
Ow.
sear in.
Horrific.
Cute.
It's pretty
All right,
nasty.
Soul Siphon. Damn it. That's terrible. Misses.
Uh-oh. Alright, Mortar, as you go to punch, it's right as the creature's getting down low, and you slam your fist into the wall, and you're like, oh, in 6 seconds, I'm coming for you.
In 6 seconds.
Alright, bang.
Bang bang.
Hit. Yep.
Focus.
Is that what he's? Is that what
Hit
Bang
him,
screams?
monkey.
Yeah, he's gonna go for close combat,
Okay.
and he's gonna add 2 to his
Oh.
attack.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Oh my god.
It didn't even matter because I crit.
Hey! All right, Bang. Heck yeah, buddy.
Dude, that's 12, 24, 36, 48 already.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Well, you didn't miss, so you don't have the AC down.
Yeah, baby.
So it's 48 plus 40, 12. This probably will do it. There's a very real chance.
Yeah, there's a 12 there, so. And a 9, and a 5, and a 3.
Oh, 20.
48.
It's like you guys add.
48 plus 12 would be
You heard the
60,
numbers.
and then you've done more than what's left. So
Thank
there go.
you for
So
the math.
Benjamin, aka Bang. How do you want to do this?
Seeing as this thing is Poison Boy, he's gonna go in and remember some of his tussles with Riot recently and be like, I know how to handle this, especially since it's not all over your entire body. Go in for a little uppercut right underneath the jaw.
Okay.
And then swing around on its back, jump up in the air, do some pummeling in its ribs until it decides to just lay down and stop doing things.
Okay.
Right
My
after
ribs.
that, Bentley's
That'll do
gonna
it.
step up and just fastball this prehistoric ball.
Okay.
Just chuck it as hard as he can right in its beak.
Give me that roll, kiddo.
Roll, 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 roll. Come on.
Do the Tia.
Does my tech work?
34.
34.
My favorite number, not a good
All
number.
right. As you fastball the prehistoric ball towards this creature,
Huh?
it goes in. Wiggles.
I don't think I said that.
Wiggles. As the ball shatters open.
Is it awake again? Do I need to hit it some more?
No, it's currently on death saves, but that's Bentley's turn. It would technically be Krogunk before that happens if you want to do anything. Or you can just say, oh, looks like you got it.
Yeah.
All right.
D will tell his buddies to back off because this is Bentley's catch.
Okay.
So, Audrey, looks like it worked. Any help you can provide here?
Just try to catch it. This
This
thing's formidable.
kind of my last
Wow.
gasp.
Do you not have any more Pokeballs?
I do, but that was the one that was like, it's this or it's not going to work, essentially.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
All right, I'll try a great ball on it.
Okay,
If
so
I
everybody
can.
else is gonna pass through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pass.
It's worth noting we're not out of initiative.
Okay.
Think things will still happen.
Yeah.
Poison damage, people will be poisoned. Things are still occurring.
Cool. Okay. Question then.
Yes.
If I am to catch this, am I able to give it
Actually-
to Bentley?
Yeah. You guys can make an official trade or you can gift it.
Yeah.
Either way.
Then D will attempt a Nutri Ball.
Okay. Because what I'm getting at is
I don't
there's
want
still
everyone to die.
There's still a hazardous environment, and if you don't try to catch it, it's on death saves.
Okay.
So it would basically be the case that you resurrected a fossil and then let it die again.
Sick.
Nice.
So you don't really
That was
want
a
that.
fun experiment.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Meet again
Yeah.
next week.
Okay.
Yeah. D will give the ball a sweet little kiss and be like, if I get it, this is for you, buddy.
need your hand.
And I'll throw it.
Grooves in the hand.
75?
75.
I'm gonna make him
Now
sweat.
that will exactly do it.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh!
It's worth noting you had a 25% chance to catch this thing, and you got it exactly. So there you go.
Got him.
I don't know if I should tell you before or after, but I figured after is probably easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so D, as you catch the Salazzle, you do notice, much to your dismay, it does shrink substantially. As a lot of the energies that kind of brought it back to life and were infuriating it in a sort of like forced regrowth and renewal thing, turns into this small lizard and is yanked into the ball.
I am a poison type aficionado. For
Seriously?
some
Yanked!
You really are.
Does it start to shake, I'm guessing? And if it does, am I able to like
Get out of here!
like boop it over to where I can just give it to him right away, or does it have to go through like an official trade?
It will
thing?
have to go through an official thing, so you do have to send something somewhere for a moment.
Okay, then I'll send this back to the PC in the meantime until
Okay.
we decide on what's going on.
Okay, so away it goes.
You have to get it notarized.
Bringing us after that, we have
It's a stamp.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
You have an action if you want to take it.
Gonna celebrate.
Okay.
What are you gonna do to celebrate?
Gonna dance around the venom. Was there venom left after it was caught?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You guys are still in a
We leave.
I thought it
highly
all-
hazardous room,
I thought it was
which is why
sucked back into it.
I'm keeping you on an initiative track because
Okay.
that end things are still toxic poisoned.
All right, I'll dance my way out of the room.
Okay. Woo! See ya later, guys. I'm out. Good luck with this thing. Okay. So Phoebe, you dance out of the room. I love it. Milo, you doing anything?
I will also leave the room.
Just
Are
very
you gonna
quickly.
dance?
Bye. I'm out. I'm
No
gone.
dancing?
No dance.
Oh.
Okay.
No reason to dance.
All right. As the two of you make your way out of the room, you're officially safe. You don't have to worry about it.
Woo!
Uh,
Get out of there,
Professor
guys!
Cedar has also the whole time just been casually headed for the door. Sees Phoebe come to dance and just kicks it open a little wider, lets you through, and then shuffles out. Diane and Audrey are still struggling to kind of keep the machinery functioning, even though it's pretty heavily damaged. They just
Yeah.
haven't quite accepted that they're going to have to start over again if they want to do
Yes.
this again.
Gotta let it go.
Post that, we have Mute, Rose, Tallulah, Crash, and Kingpin. You guys doing anything?
Yeah.
They're getting GTFO.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my
Start making their way
Pokemon
out?
back if I can.
Because that'll be your actions on your turns.
Yeah.
You can have them leave,
Yeah, they're
but
leaving.
to call them back, it's gonna take your turns to get them to safety. Because at the top of the round, I'll say Mute, Rose, Tallulah, Crash, and Kingpin have made their way out.
No, I didn't want to leave.
You don't want to leave?
No.
Okay, so who's still in?
Who's in the room?
None
So
of
if
my
Crash
guys.
isn't leaving,
Crash and Bang are in the room. I'm gonna call Bang back, but then I'm gonna turn to Crash and say, "Hey,
because that'll be on Bang's turn. Because you're on initiative 15, buddy.
I have to call
Yeah.
Bang back on Bang's turn."
On your turn, you have a dex of 15. You're tied with Bang.
Okay.
There's a
Okay.
reason I'm tracking. It's because poison is still very
All
much
right.
a
Well,
thing in
Bang
this
already
room.
did his thing and killed it, so we're past that anyway, right? So I have to go back to Bang's turn anyway.
Yes.
But for
So
Crash,
is Crash leaving or is
no,
Crash staying?
Crash. I'm gonna have Crash stay for a second
Okay.
and say, "Hey, can you try a thing? Can you try to like control the water, but like leave the poison where it is? Like, can you separate the water from the poison? Or if you can't do that, can you pick it all up and contain it all?"
The former is very easy. He has control over water. He
Right.
does not have control over venom
Okay.
or acids.
Okay.
The latter would require a bit of finesse, aka a roll.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna do that then.
Okay.
I want to see if we can try and
Give me a
control
wisdom
it.
check, Crash. Get in touch with your
Is
natural
the
side.
poison on the ground still being controlled by something, or it's just kind of there?
It's sort of there and sort of being controlled. It is doing stuff.
11.
All right, Crash. As you pool as much as you can of all of this acid into the same space, it begins to just sizzle and sear and steam the water away before landing in an unceremonious clump on the ground.
Ew.
And we're at the top of the round. Star, Bang, Crash.
Stars peacing out too.
Okay. Star, on your way out the door, we're gonna see if you're the target.
Okay.
No. Star, Bang, Crash. Crash, give me a Constitution save. As the poison splashes all over you.
9.
9? Crash is toxic poisoned. Okay. Star? No problem. You go. I break with thee. I'm out. I'm going. I am gone. Manny's shadow.
Didn't he already poison?
4d4 toxic damage coming in. That is 4, 7, 10, 11 more points of poison damage to the shadow.
Ow.
Mortar's turn. 3d4 poison damage coming in. That's another 8. 8 more points of damage to Mortar. Then we get to Bang and CJ.
I'll call him back
Okay. You call Bang back.
and say, "Crash, good job. We should probably leave."
Okay. Crash gets the message. So Lazel's no longer in initiative, so it doesn't need to be there. Krogunk has the opportunity to
Yeah, he's like,
peace out of here. Alright, same deal for Mute, Rose, and Tallulah have made their way out. Crash, you're You've got the opportunity to leave if you want to. Might be a
I
good
mean, I
thing to
didn't
do.
really see a reason to stay. Kind of did a cool thing, and now we're gonna leave.
Okay. I'm going to say you guys are approximately 30 seconds away from a healing table. How many hit points does everybody have left among Manny's Shadow, Mortar, and Crash?
Crash's was at full. He's got like
How many
How many
total?
did Crash take?
So
Crash is when Crash gets poisoned, he takes 2.
Manny and the
so Crash is
Shadow together have 39. Just the Shadow has 5.
Okay, so
Mortar
Manny's
has
Shadow will
36.
more than likely fall unconscious.
Okay. Well, if he does,
There
Manny
it is.
does.
Okay. Yeah, as Manny's making his way out, you can see his shadows getting very sluggish before it just goes thump.
So
And
can
then-
I call it back?
You can call Manny back.
But I can't call the Shadow back?
Well, they're one and the same. But the shadow's the one that's poisoned.
Right. Okay.
But as the shadow falls unconscious and spews all of its toxic poison out, poison seems to have left its system, but Manny's unconscious.
Okay. I'm calling back Manny.
Okay. Long story short, so I don't have to roll a bajillion d4, because it's going to get exponentially stronger as we go. Mortar and Crash also fall unconscious on their way to the healing tables.
Why?
But they do not go below 0, and they are stabilized when they hit 0.
Okay.
And now we're officially out of initiative.
Neat.
And now you know how Salandit's poison's going to work.
Well, kind of.
It's not good, is what I got from that.
So wait, so it was a Slazzle, now it's a Slandit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There seems to be some pretty substantial genetic modification that goes on when you bring something back from the dead.
Yeah.
So can I see from the healing table if it's actually healing Manny and or Mortar up to where they should be? Like, is there anything...
If they were out of the ball when they were poisoned and fell unconscious, the healing table works fine. If you call them back and stick them on the healing table and they're poisoned, nothing doing.
What? So if you would have called them back while they were still poisoned, then they would have been SOL.
They would take the damage until the poison ran its course.
Oh my god. But being in the ball wouldn't stabilize it? Would it kill him? Oh.
That's scary.
Yeah. Salazzle's poison is no joke. Anyways,
Jesus.
Yay, you have a new Pokemon!
on a lighter note, welcome Salandit to your team eventually.
Yeah.
Killer Slandit.
As Professor Cedar is just like, if at any point you would like to, I don't know,
Clean my lab.
give me like a whole bunch of that acid. I have a lot of tests I would like to run. I have many
I
questions.
mean, there's a whole bunch of it in that room. It's still just sitting there.
True.
You're exactly
Hey,
right.
thanks for your help, guys.
Yeah, dude, no problem.
I really appreciate it. Bang, like usual, just putting in the work. And D, your team was amazing.
Thank you.
And congrats on catching that thing. That's really awesome.
Nah, dude,
you have
cheers,
like
buddy.
9 poison types?
Dude, I'm giving this right to you if you want it.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I failed to catch it, so you succeeded.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want it and you don't want it, I'll take it.
Oh, there, cowboy.
Wait, no, that's not what I said.
But
Hold your horses.
D would sit down and actually have like a serious conversation if Bentley would want this thing.
I mean, to me, I didn't succeed in catching it, and you did. I feel like that means something, you know?
Yeah, it means you threw a ball and it didn't work, and then he did the same exact thing and it did work, so...
Right, that's what I'm saying.
What does that mean? It just means that your ball didn't work. So
Yeah.
what?
I don't know, I feel like maybe fate. It makes sense that whoever actually caught it should keep it.
Yeah, but you all have like found the fossil and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and like it's your guys's. So I mean, I don't mind parting if parting with it like whatsoever. So
Okay,
I will leave it up to you.
I'm just saying, I don't want to make you do that, because you really helped out back there. It was really your Pokemon that did most of the work there. That was intense. Anyway, we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks
talk about
again,
it.
guys.
Yeah, no worries.
That was
man.
really cool. Thanks, Audrey.
Oh yeah. She's like patching up the door. She's like, Oh yeah, no, that was great. I feel like we learned a lot. Do you think we learned a lot, Diane? She's like, oh, absolutely. This thing is
Terrifying.
oh my word. She's just looking at the burn marks through the like solid lead bunker. She's like, yeah, no, that was. We learned a lot about the past, a lot about fossils. Anyways, we have some cleaning to do.
Yeah.
Starts patching things up in there.
Should we?
Yeah.
As Cedar's just like trying very gently to use like tongs and a beaker, and the beakers just keep dissolving. He's like, okay. There goes the tongs. They're useless. That didn't work. I'll figure something out. It's fine. It's fine.
No, you won't.
Don't get poisoned.
I will.
You're gonna lose a finger.
No, not today.
Not today.
Satan.
What? So what's next on the agenda? We did fossil stuff.
What?
We did it. Well, you guys did it.
Well,
Good
yeah,
job.
we did it. So speaking, why didn't you guys help?
You had it under control.
I don't think that we did.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna fight until, I don't know, Bang kind of just pushed past me. I was like, oh, I'm going in.
Yeah, I mean, I thought maybe the shadow would be able to reason with it, and that didn't happen. And I appreciate you guys jumping in, but why didn't you guys help?
I felt like you were handling it pretty well. Plus, my like go-to move was just gonna yell and scream for everyone to get out, and I was gonna spray the perfume.
That's fair.
And then just get out.
Just went really bad.
Yeah.
Spray go away in
good
an
to have
enclosed
that.
space.
Yeah.
Lock it in the bunker.
Yeah. And then he'd get
He's
knocked out.
hotboxing. Go away.
He'd get knocked out, and then someone could catch him.
Yeah, but if we open the
All
door,
right.
I just saw the poison, and I wasn't gonna risk my team on that. That was super dangerous.
That stuff's pretty nasty.
I think I
Yeah,
just got
but-
lucky with bringing poison types.
Redwood will chime in around the corner. I'm with Milo on this one. I heard we were doing something reckless in the basement. If there was poison involved, I wouldn't have gotten involved. But that's just me, as he's like flipping through some books.
Thanks, adult. We weren't having a conversation with.
Bentley's
No
just,
problem, CJ.
Bentley's just gonna sulk off and go to the library.
Okay.
After he leaves,
So you don't want that thing, right? Because you were trying to give it to him, and he doesn't want it. So
you're not getting it. And I just tap him on the head.
You don't get this. I don't care what I want. You
not
can't have
getting it.
this.
Had to try.
I feel bad. Like, I didn't want it to like die, and I didn't want to like.
I mean, it was clear that with everything going on, you were just trying to end it quicker so you could help your team out.
Correct.
Not like, oh, sick, this is my chance to take it.
Yeah, and I don't want to keep it if he's gonna be upset about. I know he's not. I think he's more upset by like the situation rather than me catching it. But still, I don't know.
I thought he wanted the fossil Pokemon. I thought that was the whole point of this.
Of
Yeah,
why
that's
we
what
did
I
that?
thought.
I was
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe things changed.
I mean, it's a fossil, but it's like an already like still living, breathing Pokemon, just not here. So it's a fossil to here, but not anywhere else.
Well, I mean, I look at it like it's a Pokemon that lived long ago. Even if it's
Yeah.
not extinct, like if you brought back a really old
Person.
Murkrow, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's fair.
It's still lived forever ago. And
Yeah.
life is not what it remembers.
Ooh! I'm gonna run back in to Professor Cedar
Uh-huh.
and draw out the rune of protection for him and tell him to try this.
Okay. You
On
just
whatever he tries to pick up the venom with, yeah.
you're just gonna sketch it for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be like, bye, good luck!
Try this.
You're not gonna wait to see if it works?
He's like, is this a caricature of something?
No!
I don't understand.
Is there something I can put it on?
Is there something you want to put it on?
Like anything that's nearby.
I mean, there's plenty of scrap metal in the lab now.
How
It's
about a
been
flask?
shattered. Okay. Put it on a flask.
Yeah.
Kind of like draw it on.
You got a Sharpie.
Yeah, and then just like
Here.
scoop a
It
little.
works just like this. Okay. You color it on there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then try to
Yeah. As soon as the beaker touches the acid, it
No.
right on in.
I think you have to be like a practitioner of it.
There-
I don't know,
Maybe.
or like
There-
a special ritual.
There may be more to it than picking up a crayon. Going, okay, hold on, I got this. Oh,
Don't give up on it.
You'll
all
figure
right.
it out.
Sure.
Amazing.
as you walk out, he goes, I like her, but she's a strange one. My word.
I'm gonna go cook for a minute. I'm hungry. I'm gonna.
Sick.
Yeah.
Would you make
Like for everybody or just for you?
I mean, I can. I was gonna make some Pokemon treats. But
Oh.
if you want to eat one, I'm sure you'll eat one anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's got a taste test.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure they're not poisonous.
What?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciate.
You never know.
After what we
making sure I
just-
You
didn't
never know. You
poison
could be
my
mixing.
own
You
food.
could be trying new things. You don't know.
Fair. All right.
Feed
I'll
poison
let
to
you eat
poison
one.
types.
Just gotta make sure that they taste good. That the Pokemon are gonna like
It's
them.
poison to my taste buds.
Like
do you,
stale crackers.
do you
And then
run
if-
off and find
And then
Bentley?
if they're good, we don't have to call them Pokemon snacks. We just call them snacks.
Oh, nice, nice.
Amazing. Okay, so D will run off in search of Bentley.
I'm gonna go find Diana.
Okay. Yeah, most of the professors with Redwood as the exception are still down in the bunker now just trying to clean things up.
Cool. Hey, Diane, come here.
All right. Let's, what do you need, CJ?
I was just curious. So I felt like it was weird that I was just like, "Where's your daughter?" Because
A
that's
bit,
just
but
kind
I
of odd.
just sort of
But,
chalked it
like-
up to you.
I'd
being
forgotten
you.
about it
Yeah,
already. Now you're bringing
like
it
I
up.
talked to her when we were, I don't, was that Mayburn, Nutri, wherever we were.
Uh-huh.
And she's very shy but friendly, and she seemed very cool. I did see something weird that happened, and I was curious.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of her having like an ability or like special abilities or anything?
She's quite gifted in school from what her teachers tell me.
So like, okay. So like, you've never seen her like floating around or anything like that? Cause like one night I saw her like
No.
Yeah, it was interesting. Have you ever done anything with like ghosts before?
No.
So you don't know anything about ghosts?
Not particularly my area of study, no.
Okay.
Usually archaeology.
All right. Well, it felt kind of ghosty to me, so I didn't know like what was going on there. Just
if
figured
you were to take her to an expert,
Yeah, just
can I get a referral?
just feel like maybe it's something that you should know about,
You should take her to the ER.
Right.
or just have a conversation with her about it.
I'll be on the lookout for my daughter unexpectedly floating
Yeah.
around the room.
I know it sounds weird, but just I don't know.
She doesn't believe.
Maybe
it at
ask her
all.
about it, see what she does.
Sure.
Just starts
Will
floating.
do.
Cool, Diane. See you later.
Diane floats.
And then I'm gonna run away.
And Diane just goes, ridiculous.
Who just exorcist like floats away, crawls away on her hind fours.
Walks out of the room.
Malathimog, she's onto us.
Oh my god.
Genius.
Just gonna see them screeching at each other on the roof.
That'd be so
Are you
terrifying.
guys okay? Oh, hey, CJ. I thought about what you said. Right.
God.
Great. Love it. Oh my word. Oh my god. Mom, can you come pick me up? They're floating.
I'm helped.
All right.
Bye.
Next on the agenda, we're gonna jump to D looking for Bentley.
Okay. I didn't know if Bentley was doing anything in the time, so if he is, I'll let him do that.
So in the library, Bentley wants to try and find books about either Pokemon of Alola or about poison.
Okay.
Either or. Just try and find
Give me
one of the two.
give me 2 investigation checks. One
Okay.
for Pokemon of Alola and the other for poison.
Okay. The first
Poison!
one is a 14.
Okay.
And the second one is a 18.
Okay. You do find several books on the various types and effectiveness of poisons.
Okay.
How to treat them, what to do about them, how to avoid contagion. And you find one on the Pokemon of Alola. Seems to be written by one Quinn Blackburn.
Is that a Pokemon name?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
That
was
is
Drew's show that he
that is a
did.
human man.
It's a human person.
He did the like Twins Guide videos.
So Bentley will
that's
just
right.
be at like a table or sitting on the floor in like the back
Table.
corner of the library with like both books open that he has or however many he has open, just taking notes about the things that he's reading in them.
Doctor Strange reading in his astral form.
Basically.
Oh my god. I knew y'all were weird, but
Damn, you consider reading about poison. No! Why are all my friends haunted? Send help! Okay.
Help.
Yeah, Bentley, you do find a variety of home remedies for the average poison. There are a few articles and clippings, etc., on the effects of what is commonly referred to as toxic poison. Or badly poisoned, bad poisonings.
Okay.
They all result in the same thing.
Ow.
A steadily increasing in severity infection
Right.
that traditionally runs its course by the time the Pokemon has fallen unconscious.
So the remedies that are in there, are there any that Bentley can like take stock of in case he sees them at like a mart or like berries that are in a forest? And
Yeah, a
kinda-
lot of them are natural remedies, usually in the form of naturally occurring plants. A lot of poisonous plants can be turned into an antivenom of sorts.
Okay, Bentley wants
in
to
the right
take
doses.
stock of that and have that knowledge moving forward if possible.
Okay. Yeah,
Either through
that will,
notes or just making mental notes of like this thing will help with this ailment kind of deal.
Yeah, I will say that you are now similarly able to at least recall poisonous plants in a similar vein to Dee and Phoebe
Cool.
from your time studying. As for the Pokemon of Alola, there are many talks of Alolan regional Pokemon. Pokemon that are commonly found in other places that have specific mutations to survive in the various climates of Alola. Similar to the Sandshrew that you've come across early on in your travels. They seem to be more igloo-esque than pyramid, so to speak. Ice type. There are notes of several different like Vulpix, etc., Meowths, some of the more commonly seen ones. There's a whole lot of aquatic life for Alola. Big scuba scene out there. Lots of swimming, surfing, diving,
Scuba Sam.
etc. But around that time, D comes calling.
Over here,
what's up, man? What you doing?
I'm just doing some reading.
What you reading on?
Well, here I've got a book about Pokemon of Alola. They have a lot of like regional variants and different types. It's pretty cool. And then here I'm just reading up on poison.
You seem to really be into like studying about variants and all that kind of stuff, mutations and just Pokemon in general.
Yeah, I mean, I've always loved it since I was a kid. I've always been reading about Pokemon. Yeah.
Well, if you're not gonna take the now Salandit, I guess, then maybe this will help you on your studies and becoming better, because you easily are one of the best trainers that I've ever come across and one of the smartest. So your help along and keeping me away from everything is more than what I could ever ask for. And D will slide over his Pokédex to Bentley.
Oh!
Yeah, thanks, Steve, but
son.
I don't know. I mean,
Sliding into the DMs.
this whole fossil thing, like, I really wanted to bring a fossil back because it'd be like a really cool thing to do with our team. Like, we'd all be a part of it, and I don't know, I guess I was way more into it than anybody else. And I don't know, I feel bad. Like, I wish my friends wanted to help me with that, and it's awesome that you and CJ did, but now I feel kind of stupid. Like maybe we just did something dangerous that nobody else wanted to do, and I don't know. I'm second guessing myself. Like I should have read up more about different Pokemon to know what would happen if we did bring it back.
Dude,
But
you are the youngest person probably in history right now to witness an assistant bringing back a fossil.
that's what I mean. That was so cool. But like,
You should take pride in that.
I do,
Tenfold.
but I don't know. I also just feel bad. Like I wanted it to be like a group thing. Like we're all friends bringing back a fossil. Like that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And just seems like I was maybe the only person who was really interested in doing that. And I don't know. Maybe I guess I was being really selfish.
No. Your guys' group in general that now I've become a part of are far from like selfish. Like anything, you guys and now myself have risked lives saving the region from a literal ice age, that giant steel creature, Team Rocket. Like, you guys are nuts. So just because you got a little selfish for one thing because it is something you're very passionate about is fine. You're allowed to do selfish things, man. And you can't let anybody like hate on you for that. And if you're worried about not being prepared, then that's what this is for. And I tapped the Pokedex on the table.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Well, anyway, look here, and I'll just like point to the poison book, knowing that D has a bunch of poison Pokemon, and just have like a powwow about like the effects and impacts, knowing that he has Krogunk and Nidorino and potentially another poison type along with Biohazard now. And just have like a little powwow about poison to try and get my mind off of things.
And I will sit and listen intrigued the entire time, like hands crossed on the table, just like listening.
Tell me, boo.
Yeah.
Tell me about you. You want a coffee?
But yeah,
Is
D
this
gives
like
you his
a
Pokedex.
Okay.
So you can add that.
Wow.
I'll take it away.
Well, all right.
Wow.
Bentley acquires a Pokédex.
And all it cost was a Salandit.
That's good trade. I feel like it's fair. If he won't take it, he will get something else in return.
So nice.
I need you to do something for me. What? Accept this heartfelt gift. Here.
Love me.
Hard sell, but okay.
Accept me.
All right. Milo, what are you
Yes.
cooking?
I'm cooking.
What's in the
Pokemon
kitchen?
Treats.
Arjan's in the kitchen with onions.
Yeah, we're gonna make some biscuits.
Some
Biscuits?
biscuits?
Yes.
Okay.
But one of them is gonna be a larger biscuit, and I'm gonna try to
Biscuits.
put the rebirth rune into it and like break it. Just I know it's not gonna work, but I'm
Okay.
gonna do it. And
Biscuit of rebirth.
yeah, make
Okay.
one of those and then a bunch of other just like biscuits.
Okay. I'm assuming you have Arjan now.
Yes.
Do you have anybody else out
I will-
helping you with the experience?
I will have team swapped. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
have Arjan with me and Howl.
Okay.
And I'll bring Derby and Monty.
Heck yeah. Okay. I like that
And
cooking team.
We're just gonna cook it up.
Just ratatouille the heck out of this.
Yeah.
Okay. Milo.
Yeah.
For the biscuit that has the rebirth rune in
Yeah.
it, if you would be oh so very kind, is to make. I'm gonna make up a check here,
Okay.
but it's gonna be just a straight D20, and we're gonna add your wisdom to it, but no proficiencies. I need just like a general spirituality type deal.
Okay.
So add your wisdom to it, but you're not proficient with it. It's just a thing that's gonna happen
Okay.
as you try to imbue this rune into this biscuit. Give me that spirituality check, buddy.
Biscuits.
4?
6.
6? Okay. All right. You do a phenomenal job recreating the imagery.
Not bad.
You put
It's very dry.
you put a little bit of heart and soul into it.
That's not true. I put a lot. I just do it poorly.
Not the biscuit, the rune.
Sir.
Yeah.
You put effort into the rune.
Okay.
You put heart and soul into the biscuit.
Okay. I'll accept that. I guess.
I need it to be clear. I'm not roasting your ability to
The dice
make a
is-
good biscuit.
Dice is roasting
I'm
your
trying
Or-
really hard.
Yes, you're trying very, very hard.
Yes.
I'll give you
There's
that.
not a lack of desire here.
No. I was trying to make a song joke, but
Mm.
it didn't work.
Mm.
So basically,
It's
yes.
like Little House on the Prairie is about to rap.
About
to learn a moral.
That's what I was going for. But yes, you put some heart and soul into the biscuit. It doesn't appear to have any magical properties, but you get a good bake on there, a good rise.
I kind of want to like take them out and the other ones that are
Okay.
just treats,
Mhm.
but I want to overbake that one a little bit.
Overworked.
I want a good snap.
a good snap.
Yeah, that's
It's the best part of a tea biscuit.
yeah.
Got to have a good snap on there.
Gotta have a good snap.
Underproved. Okay.
Bit dodgy.
Underproved.
Thanks, Paul. Why are you here?
Literal garbage. Handshake. What?
I love when he just stares at them and is like,
Here
they're
comes
like,
the smoke.
"Say something!"
I fully believe he doesn't know what he's doing. And he's just thinking up what he's gonna say.
I can see that.
Every time he's like, "Prue, you go first." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Okay, good, interesting feedback."
Flavor flakes off some pieces of cake. You see that?
Yeah.
Looks like cake.
Looks like cake, smells like cake. Tastes like garbage. Without overworked. What does that mean?
Overbaked.
I'm overworked. You're a host on a baking show.
Sorry, I burnt it. Over. Oh shoot.
Anyways.
You will not be getting a handshake for that biscuit.
Anyways, bringing us back in. Milo, you do get a nice crispy flake
Okay.
on the large biscuit.
Buttery crispy
Little overdone. Just
Butter
Yeah.
flaky crisp.
just so.
I will break it. I'll ask Hal to sit.
Okay.
I'll snap it. I'm literally trying to do verbatim what you did
Okay.
and just give him a treat. I'll let him eat it.
All right. He sits. He's kind of like humoring you at first. He's like, okay.
Do you not
Sure.
like treats?
He's like, I guess I'll sit. It's more that.
Oh.
He's like, all right. If that's what you want right now, I guess.
If he hesitates, I'll do the kid thing of like pushing on his hips. Like,
sit.
Sit.
Okay, he'll be like, all right, sure, you got it, dude. And he'll
Thank
sit
you.
down.
And then I will snap the cookie.
Okay.
And then when nothing happens, I'll let him eat it.
Okay. And then he's like, oh, sick. Okay, if it was for a biscuit, it's worth it.
Okay, cool.
He's like, understood. Dude, these cookies fire.
Are they done? It smells like
Yep.
it
And
smells like
CJ and
CJ
me.
just
like they're done.
floats in on the cartoon aroma.
Yeah.
it smells like they're
I
done.
imagine the episode of Rugrats where they all try dog food and they're all spitting it out, but Phil is like,
Precisely.
Is this your way of saying CJ's about to try a dog biscuit?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm absolutely about to
It's his
try
way of
it.
saying that
AKA a
CJ is
Pokemon
Phil
biscuit.
from Rugrats.
Yes.
It's happening.
Well, I mean, that we know, but
Yes, but never hurts to hammer it home.
exactly. Okay. Yeah, CJ, you're lured to the kitchen by a relatively, like, bland smell
It's like a little bit of cinnamon.
of just biscuit dough.
and just like baked dough.
I love
Baked
it.
dough and a dash of cinnamon.
Love
It's
it.
always cinnamon.
And a whole lot of love.
A lot of
Oh
love.
yeah. As you all approach, you see little Derby's just kind of like plopping with his little feet hanging over the counter, and he's just
Dang, Derby's putting those
just
away.
going to town on these biscuits, and he's like, "Why haven't we done this sooner?"
All right, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, "I love
slow
cinnamon."
down
He's, he's like a little bloated, and he just goes.
I'll put the rest in my little treat pouch,
Okay.
making sure that everyone else on my team got one. CJ can eat one.
Yes.
He's got the
Yeah.
little gut now.
Thanks.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
dry.
He's like,
I bet it's gonna taste great.
okay.
I don't think you've made anything bad. So
Well, I appreciate that. Like, hear that, Arjun? And I'll pat his little head.
he's like, yeah. He starts thumping.
It's like, no, overbaked.
Okay.
He's got his, and he's like grinding some citrus on it. He's like, I have a more sophisticated palate.
Dang.
Here's an executive decision and potential retcon for you. Is Ruby out?
Oh.
I mean,
It's worth noting Ruby's Pokeball works very similarly to Machoke's.
then
She
yeah,
is
probably.
able to pull
Because
herself out.
her
If
choice.
cooking is happening,
Yeah,
she'd
she-
be out.
Okay. So Ruby will offer her services if you will accept her
Oh, to cook them?
to help you cook.
Oh, okay.
Not to take over the
Yeah.
kitchen,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
to just
yeah.
assist.
No, I'm not gonna turn that down.
Because she very sheepishly will kind of like
Yeah, it'd
Ruby
be,
and
Shuffle in.
Arjan,
That'd
friends
be
with each
dumb.
other.
hey.
yeah, I'm not
Baking
gonna
the
turn that
biscuits.
down.
She's like, if
Bedtime
you're
land.
Yeah, Ruby can be out literally whenever she wants.
she's if you're gonna bake.
And she looks normal now too,
Is
right?
she yours? Like they're one of your 4 slots you have to manage?
No.
Great question.
Ruby, as stated in the session that we just went up, Ruby functions similar to Atticus.
Okay.
Her ball is not registered to CJ. She cannot be used for battle,
Okay.
Oh,
but she does not count against.
okay.
She's
I've
just trying-
treated Atticus like he has to get put away, so
Oh.
that's good to
Yeah,
know.
no, Atticus does not
No, you
count
can just
against your
have him.
total, but is not meant to battle.
Gotcha. Because I thought I caught him, and then it was like, oh, I
He's
did pick.
if he's still in the ball that you found with him,
Yeah. The
then you're
friend
fine.
ball. Okay.
Yep.
Well, then they'll be out too.
Okay.
No, have a little.
Now that we've cleared that up, it's been like 45 sessions maybe.
That he's been in the PC, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
So Atticus does not
It's
count
like,
against
why?
your total because he is 2 Pokemon in one that are in the same ball. 2 halves of a whole.
Sure.
Dude, hell,
2 peas in a
yeah.
pod.
You know how useful that is?
A couple of coins in a piggy bank.
That's crazy.
I mean-
well, just also add him into whatever training we've done.
Okay.
Just for flight stuff. But
Mhm.
wow. All right. Whoops.
You don't
You'll
want to
live,
wrap
you'll
up in
learn.
How
45
does it
seconds?
taste?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As Ruby's like, oh no.
Do you need
okay."
water?
No?
It's just super like dry.
It's definitely
Dough.
not like the best thing I've ever eaten, but it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a cookie.
He's eating
just not like-
condensed pancake
It's
mix.
not like Ruby's cookies, but
Yeah,
it's
they're-
kind of like that. It's like just not as good as that. But
Yeah.
you ever bring them out?
As
Oh my
Derby rolling pins himself over, goes, "You take that back. These are delicious."
I mean,
As he's
I don't
just
think they're that
reaching. He's reaching for your treat pouch, but he's on the counter. He's like,
No. That's too many, buddy. I'll call him back. You can roll around in your ball.
I'm not trying to yuck his yums or anything, but
No, I just wanted to make some more treats for some bird training. It was running low.
sick.
"Okay."
But
Yeah, I mean, if you
you
ever have
like-
an extra one and
if
you're,
you like
gonna
'em.
throw them out, I'll definitely.
You're gonna
these
throw
ones are
them.
bad. Well,
No, not like throw them out, but like you're gonna throw them to your Pokemon.
I
Like if
see.
one happens to be thrown my way.
Would you do it for a Derby snack? Yeah.
I'd shave my eyebrow for the Klondike bar.
Very good. Okay. Yeah, you guys finish up your biscuit making escapades.
I'll try one more time
Biscuits.
to do the bird thing.
The bird
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Fly out in the
Yeah,
inclement weather.
yeah, with Atticus, and also now knowing that
Yes.
Fletchling gets advantage.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Things to
pal.
remember. Hi, buddy. All right. Give
But
it a
but
toss.
I want to be a star.
Monty's gonna do
There he is.
a tailwind too.
Okay, so a tailwind in there.
Yes.
Very good.
Atticus, Wingle, and Fletchling.
Okay. Throw.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
I'm waiting for like a
Wee.
triple crit.
11 for Atticus.
Okay.
Fletchling, pretty good. 17. Oh wait, it's Constitution, right?
Yes.
16.
Constitution, just check.
And crit for Wingle and the Tailwind, which is all
Dang.
very fitting.
Oh, baby. Yeah, Wingle is right at home. Fletchling does pretty well. Atticus is managing. Both of them. I think going forward, I'm going to make you roll all of Atticus's d20s as 2d10s. So the lowest he can do is a 2.
Okay,
But also it would make more sense.
sure.
That's just a,
I dig it. That'd be cool.
it's just a minor thing.
Yeah.
But there you go.
No, breaking rules. I don't like it.
Double 8.
Don't do what's fun.
Atticus evolves! Oh my god!
They fuse.
Two
There's
swallows.
3
And a
wings.
double swallow.
That'd be wild.
I'm genuinely going on Pusha.
Curious what would happen if it ever
4
went.
wings, 2 heads.
Oh my god.
Sick.
They're just gonna fuse back together. And they'll
Father,
be,
why have you forsaken me? And he's just like,
Hey, buddy.
I love it.
All right.
And I'll give them each a piece of biscuit
Okay.
for doing a good job.
Yeah. Atticus especially is like, freaking cinnamon, baby.
Good
Let's
job.
go.
Good
cinnamon.
job. Good job, Monty. Too. That was a good tailwind.
He's like, thank you. You can see he's a little bit taller. He stands. He holds his head up high, a little bit. He's a. If you didn't know any better, you'd say he's grown a little,
Okay. Cool.
physically and otherwise.
Can I have one for Goomy?
Sure.
Gums.
Does he like it?
And he just begins to like kind of warble with his little face mouth.
I wonder if you would like it, and I'll ask Wingle to like spit some water on it and make
Ew.
it soggy.
What?
Goomy like slimy things.
Oh.
He goes, "It's true, I do." He's a little freak like that.
What the hell?
Can you just pour some water
You know what?
on
It
my
was
food?
nice hanging out with you.
I'm just gonna leave you outside now. You should leave.
You didn't go back for that beautiful did you?
No.
No, you didn't. Okay. I didn't know if you still had it.
Well, it was just like hanging out.
late. It's never too late.
That's true.
Bentley still has the Joltix on his shoulders, though, right?
I mean, unless you've taken them off.
Nope.
Yeah, Gumi's just constantly watching with hungry eyes.
You gonna try to catch him?
Probably at some point.
I'll say it at some point in the kitchen escapades as well. Mana will find her way in. With or without CJ. She might come
outside.
waddling in a little early and
That's fine.
just levitate a cookie to herself and be
I
like,
love it. I love it.
Oh,
back to the
yeah.
hood.
Yep. Go ahead. Enjoy.
she just tugs on your shoulders like, this is really good.
I won't turn you into temporary jelly.
I could put jelly on the biscuits.
Oh, he's gotta go outside.
Oh, with the
Gotta
monkey? With his monkey? Here you go.
No.
But if
Let's bring it back in, shall we?
Cool.
Post biscuiting, post outdoor training sesh. It's later in the day. Probably maybe like 6:30, maybe 7 p.m. at this point. Because of anything you want to do to finish out your evening.
Probably should figure out where we're going next. Like a little powwow.
where are we going next?
Are we hitting like the
had it.
river and we're heading towards Ambercrag, aren't we? And then hitting the mountain,
Yeah.
Ambercrag, then to Port Thalo.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that was what was discussed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So is that something that we're leaving in the morning to go do?
Wait, are we gonna go get draft rig, or are we doing that later?
Yeah, I would say maybe wait until Bullet comes back, maybe, and then go.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Bullet to come back.
Okay.
And in the meantime, we can explore. I don't know. We're in the biggest city, so there's probably more that we haven't seen. Not to speak for Drew, but
Can we?
You're in the capital city,
right.
The capital.
not the biggest.
Biggest
We're in
is
the capital city.
Or in the capital.
Alluvia. Yeah.
Alluvia, if you want to be really pedantic about city sizing, is the only city in the Laris region. Fola would be a town. And Ediola would be like a settlement. There's like 15 people in
And
Ediola.
Rothead's just an inn.
And Rothead is an inn.
Literally
Not wrong.
just an inn. I was like, oh, he's being kind of like facetious. Like, there's probably a little bit more. It's like, no, that's
No.
No,
literally
it
all
is
there
literally a
was.
ski lodge.
Population 1.
Yeah, 100%.
There's one man who lives there
Hilarious
full
sign.
time, and that's it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Very nice man, though.
Yoo! Big summer
He's
blowout.
up to no good up there alone.
Probably.
Yoo!
Probably gets lonely.
How can you be? It's like frigid cold and there's nobody else. What could you possibly do?
Survive off your own body heat.
Cocaine, mountains of cocaine.
Probably.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, then, if that's where are we leaving in the morning, or are we just banking on Bullet to be back tomorrow, or?
I mean, You guys saw how fast he is, so if you want to get started, I could catch up pretty easy and just camp a
But I
rooftop
didn't
like
finish
you
the
said.
saddle, and I don't want you to fall off and die again.
I ain't scared, but
I am terrified for you.
Okay.
I'll hold enough fear for all of us.
I'll be afraid for everyone.
I'm excited to hop back on.
That's good. But speaking of, I will finish off Milo's thing since I have
the
now
time?
now that we have the time, I'll finish it
Very
off
good.
since I have the leather.
Okay.
And with Neek's help.
Yes. I do believe we are most of the way through the
Yes.
planning phases for you. So
I think it's just putting it all together now.
I do believe so. So we'll just say
Can I help? Because I wanted to make the headpiece.
Yeah.
very good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll say if with his help and Neek's help, I'll cut the time in half and I'll give you a little bit of the bonus from Neek.
Okay.
So we'll say with an extra set of hands and Neek helping out, you'll be able to do this in over the course of the night.
Oh, so I don't even have to roll? It just happens?
You will have to roll,
Oh, okay.
but you'll be able to get through multiple phases because you have somebody helping you,
Cool.
and you don't have to like guess measurements. You can have Milo literally.
I'm like, give me your head.
We're gonna tailor you.
And I don't know if you remember, but I am with the Haxorus lenses, attaching that to your the source stone is part of your goggles.
Oh.
Source stone things.
The
'cause-
seeking goggles.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I
Nice.
figured you could see
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
I'm
more
getting
from
a
the
hat,
air.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. Okay.
So
Yeah. And
A
Dee's
visor.
making these like incredible inventions. I'm literally just trying to make leather straps as best as I can.
And while he's doing his, he's like, "Hey, no, not like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did like this."
Yeah. That's
too much.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, Neek is
just
also.
like rains. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah, Neek is also able to help you. He does secrete a very sticky glue from his fingers.
Okay. Cool.
That's what allows him to climb on things.
Okay.
So he's able to help you kind of like line yours up. So we're gonna get a dex check. You will get Neek's dex on top of your own,
Okay.
Sticky goo everywhere.
and then we're gonna get 2 dex checks from Mr. D.
Okay.
Also with Neek's help, because
Okay.
Neek's able to
What
kind of
does
ping pong
Neek's
with it.
help mean?
Neek will add his dexterity modifier
On
to
top
your
of-
check, and then he's gonna be helping D,
Okay.
because he's basically helping you put glue on and like
So just
make
an additional
leather
+2.
straps.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
12.
12
Yes.
plus because your
Plus
dex
your
is
dex.
0.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Very good. Okay, yours is very simple. You had a DC of 10, so you've done it.
Cool.
So then mine's just with
There.
advantage because of Neek's help.
Completely
Okay.
adequate leather straps.
And
Yeah.
then what kind of check is it?
Dexterity.
All you need.
Not great.
So it'll be your dexterity plus
all you
Neek's
need.
bonus at advantage.
Would I be able
Twice.
to do intelligence instead since mine's more of like the techie side?
The intelligence is for the planning phase.
Okay.
The dex,
Dex
is
is
for
the-
the building. Because you have the plans.
Yeah, so it's like the finger work kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is literally like getting down and dirty,
Okay.
making things happen.
And then I also get Neek's +2 as well?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Because you guys are in a safe space. You're in a lab. The DCs are much lower here.
So
You
that
have
is
equipment.
14 for the first one.
Okay.
And then the second check is modified 20.
Okay. You are reasonably certain at the end of about 4 hours of work between the two of you that not only do you have a saddle that Milo fits in, you're relatively certain it'll fit on Bullet. You're kind of doing things from memory with Bullet because he's not here. And you're pretty sure you've got goggles that should work. As Ona's kind of just supervising from the corner.
Worst
She's
case
like,
scenario.
that's how I would do goggles.
Yeah, my eyes won't dry out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get the onus seal of approval?
At the end of it, she just goes,
But will it kill?
And I'll give the goggles over to Milo along with the saddle.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You want to try them out?
The goggles?
Yeah, like see if they like fit and
I look
see
at
if
the
you
saddle, like the goggles.
Yeah.
you want saddle up? No, I don't actually. No.
I'll put
I'm
'em-
flattered, but no.
I'll put them on.
Okay. Mr. Milo,
Do I suddenly have 20/20 vision?
kind of.
Okay.
You have a little more than that, too.
40-20.
You're able to see just in this room.
4D20.
It's a little unnerving how much information you're able to glean just by looking. You can see thermal outlines of D, Ona, and Neek.
Okay.
You're able to see this wisping trail of smoke that leads out the door towards where your friends are hanging out, presumably to crash.
Okay.
You're able to see in perfect leveled night scale vision, so it's neither bright nor dark in any portion of this room. It's all leveled out.
Okay.
You're also able to see, floating eerily in the corner, a sort of bluish outline of a very familiar face. With kind of large brimmed glasses, a little sweater vest. It's Arthur.
What the?
As he waves to you.
I thought you weren't okay.
As he just backs through the wall.
I'll just take them off.
Nothing there.
What? What
I'm
did you
fine.
make?
I'm fine.
What did you make?
I just took the goggles.
I'll
and...
put them back on and look around again.
Everything but the wispy shape.
I think I'm tired. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, you did good with help me assist stuff. Go take a nap.
Maybe.
Yeah, it is like 11 p.m. You guys have had a pretty long day.
Yeah.
These are great.
Good.
Thank you.
No problem.
Do you want to check them out?
No.
Okay.
No.
Not after that.
This tastes awful. You want to try some?
I think he had a stroke. I don't want any of those things anywhere near me. No, thank you.
All right. We'll grab Neek and I'm gonna go find a little bed in the corner and pass out.
Okay.
For the
Easy
night.
enough.
Yeah.
Bentley will have fallen asleep in the library reading.
Okay. In the restricted section.
Yeah.
Light reading.
Ghosts just murder him in his sleep.
Phoebes, you doing anything before sleep time?
I'm gonna be hanging out with you, but then I'm also gonna geek out. And I'm gonna be polishing Gleek.
You're gonna polish Gleek?
Yeah. Like all of the Gleeks.
You ever polish an egg?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me a dexterity check. How good of a job do you do
A
polishing
little
Gleek?
buff
Because
machine.
I let Gleek out. It's been a while.
Does she have to roll it 7 times?
Yeah, what am I rolling?
A dexterity check.
They don't
just-
break them.
Just like how you do?
I'll buff that out.
I'm not aggressive.
No, it's mostly like, does this do anything,
How much
or is this just
shine
kind
you're
of
gonna
silly?
do?
16.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to basically just clean Gleek.
Yeah, he's a little
Who spends
shiny.
most of his time hopping around
Yeah.
on the
Six little
ground.
Mr. Cleans.
Yeah.
It's just shining and chrome. Okay. You kind of take a little buffing to it. They're delighted the whole time. Click, 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 click. They're like it tickles. Tickles. Gleek.
Gleek, 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 gleek. It tackles.
Oh, and he stacks it. Okay.
You guys look beautiful.
You polish your gleeks, and that's not a euphemism. Yeah, Gleek is feeling, they're feeling delighted. As they just suddenly hop around your room, they're like, we haven't been this clean in ever.
I see my reflection in you.
Wow.
So they kind of like throw a little bit of yolk over the floor. You're like, no, and they start sliding in it, and they're like, oh wait, we're not as clean. Oh well,
That's alright. As long as they're feeling good.
they're having a great time. As Claremont's behind you, they grow up so fast. I'm just kidding.
He's known him for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Look how they've grown. Look how shiny they are. CJ, you handling anything before sleep times?
Nope.
Just straight to sleep time? All right.
That was it.
Okay. Milo, do you at any point put the goggles back on?
Maybe when I'm like in a room by myself, out
Okay.
of morbid curiosity.
Okay. Do you have any of your team out with you?
Yeah, I'll have. I'm gonna rest with Monty. Excuse
Sir.
you. Do you want to rest in the room too? Is that what you want?
Groover.
Rude.
I will have Monty. I'll go back to the cooking crew. I'll do the same crew.
Okay.
Howell, Monty, Derby,
Oh, Monty Derby.
Atticus, and God, who's the other one? that I said? Arjan, yeah. Didn't I say that first? No. No.
No, but to be fair, I also forgotten he's the main.
He is the cooking crew.
He has no class. He has no style. It wasn't self-deprecating. It was just mean.
It's so funny.
Okay. As you have your team out. God, the video's haunting me. Okay. You have your cooking squad out.
Yes.
And you put the goggles on?
Yeah.
All right, Milo.
Yeah.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Yeah. My favorite.
Charisma.
The one
He's got
thing you can
it.
say that's like guaranteed failure.
He's got
other than
charisma.
perception.
No, I'll get to it.
I told you, you've got charisma.
17.
17. Okay. As you have Howl out, he's kind of curled up at the foot area of the cot. Just kind of sleeping on the floor. Derby's out, just fully bloated. Dead center of your pillow. Monty's sitting on your nightstand, just kind of falling asleep with the Attici hanging out there. Looming just above Howl is Howl. Just watching over. Looking over at everybody. Similar to the visage of Arthur that you just saw, but Howl's much darker. He seems like he's made of smoke almost as he's keeping an eye on everybody. Now the Houndoom at the foot of your bed kind of stirs a little bit as he's nearby. And Howl himself looks directly at you as you're kind of staring.
Mm-hmm.
The charisma save was for you to not immediately just burst into tears. But you're able to keep your composure as Howl hovers in this room with you. He smiles as much as a Houndoom can.
I think feeling that warmth and seeing him there, but also knowing that I'm very tired. But if this is a hallucination or not, it still feels good, and I will just smile back at him and fall into a peaceful sleep.
Okay. Goggles still on. You're just...
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm assuming there's not much I can do with it.
It's up to you to try or not.
Yeah, no.
Okay. You just enjoy the moment for what it is? Okay. Well, we'll pick this up next week. With the Haxorus lens goggles able to see worlds between worlds, Milo is left with a vision of his guardian, as the rest of the Tots find rest in the university. If you enjoyed this leg of the Tater Tots journey, leave a like on the video and show them your support. If you'd like to keep up with the Tots in the future, why not subscribe to the channel? If you'd like to help us out in other ways, you can follow the links in this video's description box to the Patreon. From there, you can join the discussion in our Discord servers, check out the post-show Still Rolling, and get access to some extra special content before it goes live. There's also a link if you'd like to check out some Boarding Party merch, and let us know in the comments below what you think about these new high-tech goggles, and your thoughts on the newly captured Salandit. Thanks for watching Boarding Party. We'll catch you next week.